Oh, damn, hit the button, asshole. God, what a noob. What a noob. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. Ooh, coffee, 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 coffee. Well, you can tell by the way I walk and talk. Blah. Alright, we're gonna try that again. Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud and women warm. I've been kicked around since I was born, and now it's alright. It's okay. You may look the other way. We can try to understand the New York Times effect on man. Whether you're a mother or whether you're a mother while you're staying alive. Staying alive, feeling bacon city, feel the city breaking and everybody shaking and we're staying alive, staying alive, staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Alright, that's enough of that. Good God. Alright, what's up, everybody? If you missed it, we're gonna do like a cannabis method tour in like, probably like 30-ish, 25, 30 minutes, something like that. We'll get it sorted out. We'll get it all worked out, won't we? Cannabis. Bus, the cannabis. Bam, bam, bam.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the big show. I'm Scrufdog, and you're you. How's everybody doing? As usual, we had the early crew today. A Gas Masher, Joe Russ, Phil in the kitchen, Franco Walker. A bunch of other people were here early, but I forgot to write them down. Our queen, Liz Edwards, is here. There's David Garcia, Rifleman, D. Wood, Patrick Cranen, what's going on? Jeff Granger, Jonathan Hughes, Silver Tape. Oh yeah, what's up, Silver Tape? Slow Nick, there's Gassy Masher. Herzel Nurk, I don't believe I've seen that name before. Kurt, let's go look. And TJ, everybody's popping in. Easy E is here, all right. Hey, what's up, Ginger? Boink. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if Clive's here just yet, but that was what finally got sorted out as a gift to be sent to him, since the flannel shirts or lumberjack shirts, they just couldn't figure out how to print them right. So he got a glass instead, which will probably be more useful anyway. So that kind of works out. What's up, Rudy? Cheers to Clive finally receiving his gift, because tracking dropped off like 2 weeks ago, and I was a little concerned. Oh, yeah, and a live check. Hold on, well, cheers, and then we'll do a live check. And yeah, if you're just joining us, if you're joining the stream late, check the live button. Make sure you are with us if you want to hang out with the chat. All right, so let's see here. We got that. Tonight's plan. Well, now we're going to do, like, I guess, a cannabis method tour. Hold on a sec. Who is at the front door? What's up, Vince? What is going on? The phone's acting completely weird. Hello. Vince UK, thank you. He just gifted 5 memberships to the Gaggle of Goofballs with Nigel Wright, Guardian Among, Russie B, Freddie Sodium, and George Philpott. Welcome and welcome back. Hold on, who's that? Well, the dude was at the front door, but he was there earlier, so I fed them early. But so I'll check in on them from time to time to see what's going on. Oh, the other thing, well, we're going to do the cannabis tour. And the other thing is we got to talk about the computer, obviously, from the thumbnail. We'll do a VertoThermoWhoofle in about 7 minutes as well. Let's see, merch. I just had the merch bot join, and we actually just sold some merch this week. Thank you if you are watching. And if you would like any merch, there it should pop up in a second. There it is. And oh, and tonight we will be replaying a tune from Pianoman. He is experiencing some technical difficulties. What's up, Paul Norman? Hello, Scruff, and our wonderful tech team. Well, hello to you. But Rob is having some technical difficulties, so he's not sure if he's going to make it to the stream, but either way, we'll play a selection. That's why we've started a collection in case something gets wonky. Let's see, what else? The merch things, nice plan, got that, got the crew, everybody's here, that's all the shit's turned on. I've started collecting stuff for the 420 stream. Just a couple more things really I need there. I just see you type merch. You don't see the thing that pops up like underneath from Stream Elements. Does that link pop in for everybody? It should. Hey, what's up, Asmo? Vera has finally received at least one of her giveaway thingies. I do believe. I think everybody else has already received their stuff. Oh, I have that blocked for from some streamer who used their. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so what's going on, everybody? How is everybody doing? Like, we are just kind of chilling, we're doing our thing. Hope everybody's having a decent weekend. It kind of warmed up here a little bit. But then, of course, in the winter, whenever it gets warm, that automatically means it's raining. So, of course, it is raining. Kind of been raining all day. But at least it's been nice on my occasional cigarette that I have when I go out. At least it hasn't been so goddamn cold lately. Like yesterday, it was like in the 20s in the morning and then 60 in the afternoon. It was just derp. Oh, let's see. All right. So let's talk about, oh, actually, we got 4 minutes to the woofle, and what we got to talk about. It's going to take longer than 4 minutes. All right. So let's see what's going on in here. Oh, is it from, yeah, okay, gotcha. Got that all sorted out. Can you copy the link for a poor monk? Sure. I should be able to do that. Copy. Paste. That should work. Usually does. What's up, Mac Grum? I think your gift may have been a while ago. That was probably either Ed or just me. Or actually TJ's gift. Actually, a lot of people have been giving them away lately again. Here and there. And it's like I just made this coffee like 10 minutes, well, 15 minutes ago. It's like that temperature where it's almost too hot to drink, but it's just freaking right. Like the heat is just right for the flavor. Oh, no, wait, maybe somebody got some merch. I don't. Oh no, maybe it was the other. No, that's right. It wasn't Vera. It was the person that ordered stuff got their bottle opener already from America, which is really weird because they are over there. They're over in Biscuit Headland. Sorry, Vera, actually. I think last time I checked your tracking numbers, they're still just waiting to receive. Which, if they take too long on that, I'll bug them. Because because I've had one of the, like the collar makers, sometimes they'll do that. They've done that once, and then that shit sat there for a week and a half just so they can say, oh, it's shipped, like to keep their rating up. But then I contacted Printify, I went, like, this vendor is bullshitting, and they went, yep. So they got them, and suddenly it shipped out, and I got my shipping back. So hopefully we won't have to deal with that. But things are moving along. But you know, I check every active tracking number. I check every day just to kind of see where it's moving along, or try to check every day, if not every other. At the bare minimum, I have a list of emails I just go through and links. Clive's was a little shady because it stopped tracking in Germany on February 21st, and I'm like, where is it? Did it go further? But obviously he received that. Cheers to Melanie, a 70s singer who died on Tuesday at 76. Yeah, why not? We can do that. And then we'll get ready for a VertoThermoWhoofle. Hopefully the camera's working. So cheers to Melanie, the artist. Cheers. Yeah, I am noticing that, BigClive, that internationally, as soon as it starts changing hands too much, like sometimes you can find like the next tracking number in one of them. 17 tracks really good for finding the hidden tracking numbers, but they didn't even have anything on it. So I figured it was like gone. Yeah, I made that just for you, Chippy. Can you model that for me? Oh, yeah. Yeah, when I sorted out some of the microphone things, you remember how horribly terrible the external microphone was? Well, here it is now. It's not beautiful, but it is better. Oh, you can't even hear it. I remember before it used to be horribly crackly, but now that works better for when we need it, for when we're out there. All right. Here's my woofler. And hit the button. Hit the button! Woofle. Whee! Make sure I don't drip anything sitting next to me. Are we almost out of butane on this? Oh shit. We just ran out of butane. Hold on, let me grab the other one. The last of the little ones. And it's only like a quarter of the way full before we tap into those gigantic cans I got. Alright, there we go. Woofle. Now we'll do two more. Woo! And one last one. Ooh, that was a pretty good one. Alright, let's wipe the woofle juice off of everything. Because it kind of spilled a little bit. That over there. Ooh, that was loud. Wow, why did the microphone pick that up so much? And that's Freddy the Facehugger in the bottom left. Burp. Toasty! Alright. I'll have a sip of coffee to that. What the fuck was I trying to say? Yeah, the wooflers, the woofles must be affected by the sunspots as well. That's what I'm going with. Alright. Well, there is your first woofle of the evening. The next one will be in about 45 minutes. Do I have a head crab plushie? No, but I was actually thinking of looking to see what's out there. I'm sure they have them. So, let's see here. We can, oh shit. You? No, he's out for the evening. Maybe he's not sure. Uh-huh. Well, yeah, yeah. I'll let him know. All right, thanks. Bye. They just wanted to let us know to say good luck to Rob and hope he makes it. So cheers to Rob. This is gas cookies. Pretty fucking good stuff. It seems like in Maryland, because you know the growers, you know, they kind of grow crops and they spread it to the different vendors and shit. There's been a lot of gas stuff going around lately, which is fine, but I'm hoping they get a, you know, it seems like they've been focusing like a lot of sativa crops lately. Indica's starting to get not thin, but like not not plentiful like it usually is. What's up, Poindexter? How are you doing this fine Saturday evening? Well, evening for me here in Maryland. Hit the button for Vera. Wait a minute, which one is it? Let's try this one. There it is. 10 minutes to Sunday where Peter is. 10. Okay, you're a little bit back there, but I guess the spelling of Peter does kind of tell me that is about where I would expect to see that spelling of that. But that is one thing I do enjoy about YouTube. How like I tell people, like I tell all y'all, I tell people, let me get up on this motherfucker. Like try to learn something every day, exercise your brain. And one neat thing about YouTube and doing like even just like being in a live stream, like watching Clives and talking to everybody, is when you get to meet people from all around the world and you learn things. Like when I see Peter spelled like that, like I would expect it to be like now I know I would expect it to be, you know, Western Europe kind of thing or somewhere in Europe. Not like stereotypically, but that's kind of what I'm figuring out. Different spellings where they are regionally, different names, like how to spell or how to pronounce is actually pretty good too. It seems like Europeans are really good at difficult pronunciations, but I would expect that since there's so many people in a lot closer proximity that speak different languages than in the United States. That is one thing that the biscuit heads have that I like over Americans is biscuit heads are really good at different dialects and being able to pronounce things of different countries, I guess. Scruff just has issues with the British word biscuits. He pronounces it as cookies. It's because it's a cookie. A biscuit is something you have with dinner. A cookie is something you have after dinner. Oh yeah, we are awesome, Vera, at pronouncing things wrong. It's like Americans are so lazy, we can't. That's the thing. Like, we're trained to be so lazy, even in our speech, that we can't even, most of us cannot even pronunciate things correctly. Like, I had to work on that a little bit throughout my life of enunciating and using, you know, especially trying to talk to everybody. Since some people here, English isn't even their first language, then I need to be not proper in my speech because we know that's shitty, right? But a little more, I feel like I need to be a little more enunciated with my speech to make sure it's easier to understand. So I'm not like, you know, just sitting up here like, what's going on, guys? We just fucking around. What you doing on there? We just gonna hit this motherfucker. Yeah, like, if English isn't your first language, you wouldn't understand that. If English is your first language, you probably may not have understood that. But, yeah, anyway, being on YouTube and live streams, whether you're here or there, it does help it does help broaden your mind, learn a little bit more about stuff. Wash Jeff's sister or something like that. What's Little Jim's here. What's up, bud? How's that going? Oh, wait a minute. How do you say that? Is it Worcester? Oh, damn it! I used to have that Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Is that Worcester? Damn it! How did Rob explain it? Worcestershire. I used to be really good at saying that. I used to practice it after Rob told me the right way to say. I don't want to look at chat yet. What the hell was it? Because I know it's sure. Was it Worcestershire? No, Worcestershire. Shit. Is it Worcester? Worcestershire. That's it. Worcestershire. Yeah, or Worcestershire. Okay. Worcester, that's right. That's what it was, because I remember like the Worcester Rooster thing. Worcestershire, Worcestershire. All right. Thank you. God, that's one of them words I'm really trying to lock that in. I should like fucking tattoo it on my leg or something. Worcestershire. I'm doing all right there, little Jim. How you feeling today? I'm gonna work on feeling just a little bit better with this phone call, and then we'll talk about the computer. Like I briefly explained this on Wednesday night's Lego stream. I realized I don't have like a big block of time to like do a live stream and build a computer. It's like just too many small packets where I looked in the next couple weeks, like there's nothing that's really going to work. So I'm taking kind of some pictures as I go, and then I'll give a final tour when we're done. Because even trying to film it as I go, it's just a lot of tedious stuff, a lot of slow shit, a lot of looking at a fucking bolt and looking at, you know what I mean? So I went ahead and I'm just about done. At this point, all we need is for the RTX 3060 to show up. And then I'm going to take both computers down, pull the CPU and RAM out of this one, and video card out of this, pull the 3070 out of this, put it in the new shit, and then take the i7 and the 32 gigs, put that in this with the 3060, do that all at once. That machine doesn't get touched except to like uninstall the games once I get that machine up and running and get all the games on there and the cloud saves move over and shit and stuff and yada and stuff. So, Worcestershire. All right, let me hit this one more time. I'm pretty fucking high. I've been kind of using a lot of cannabis, and then we'll do the cannabis tour in a little while. Since people would seem curious about some things, I just happen to be in a position where I can show you almost all of the ways, because I just stocked up. As a matter of fact, it's all in this room anyway. Alright. I got about one more than that. Doot doot. When are you going to wear a toque? Isn't that like a ball? No, that's a merc. A merc is a ball wig. What's a toque? No, a toque. Isn't that a beanie? Let me see. Toque. I feel like that's a beanie. I feel like I've had this conversation. Small woman's hat. Okay, no, beanie. Okay. No, I actually have a little fucking sleeping cap I've been wearing while trying the new weighted or, heavy blanket. And I think that was my whole problem. Like my bald ass with the fan on, which I need the fan on. Um, my head was getting so cold that my body was trying to keep my head warm and just overheating the shit out of itself, which I figured out once I put a little sleeping cap on. And then my head wasn't so cold. Now, like, the rest of me doesn't overheat so bad. So I think that kind of solves that. So yeah, I do have a little gray sleeping cap I've been trying out, and I'm going to go ahead and probably buy a couple more just so I can cycle through, wash them, maybe.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch? Your arm's off.
No, it isn't.
Well, what's that then?
All right. But I'm going to maybe get a couple different thicknesses, different sizes, try some shit like that. Pumpkin Vision has a weighted blanket. I feel like I get a workout when I sleep, but don't lose a lung. Not yet. Neek. But now the sleeping experiment carries on, because once the head sleeping thing gets sorted out and I know that that's good, I'm going to go back to a regular blanket and see how I sleep and how I feel during the day for like a couple weeks just to see, make sure I'm doing the right thing. And like I said before, if I sleep better under a soft blanket than a heavy blanket, then I can make some cool shit with the heavy blanket for the cats. So either way, the blanket will get used, or I can like just hang it from the ceiling as a trap. If somebody walks in and just drops on their head, it'll break their freaking neck. God. It's funny, the first time I used that, I was like, Jesus, what the fuck? No wonder people like it. They don't have a choice, because once you're under, you're just there forever.
Forever. Sleep well.
Been messing with that one a little bit lately. Like, once you figure out the right settings, you can come up with some pretty cool voices on this thing. Oh yeah, weren't we going to toast to something? Did we toast it? No, we didn't. Let's see, 6 o'clock. Let's do one more cheers to Intuitive Machines and the Odysseus IM-1 lander. It has finally fallen asleep after sending us back what it could. The mission was considered a success, even though there were obvious issues. But a cheers to them, because you know what? For a fucking private company eating that up on that kind of budget, like, that was fucking great. So cheers to them and space homies in general. Cheers. All right, so the computer. Let's see. I haven't mounted the cooler yet because I'm going to wait to do the processor swap. But what's nice is it's a removable frame. So I am able to mount, there we go, get everything mounted and cables managed. This end is LED control, and this end is power. It matches where the cables are on the motherboard. And this is a LCD, 480 by 480 LCD screen. This is a thermal take 360 V2 Ultra setup. Works on pretty much anything, and you can do custom screens and animations and all kinds of shit on the screen on the cooler or on the pump. You can also have it like display your CPU temperature and stuff like that. But I probably will, but maybe not, because let me show you the computer where we stand. Let me see. This fucking thing is heavy. Okay. What can you see? Where's a good place to do that? Yeah, right up on the knee. There's a good spot. So this is what we have so far. The big cooler you saw, it's got clips to lock in here. I just got the i7 and the old RAM just sitting in it just to kind of fill the space. And I got matching thermal take fan. Ooh, fucking what? 13 again? I got matching thermal take fans for the intake and exhaust. That's all put together. And this in here is panels of glass. This is the Lian Li 011 Vision case. And what's nice is, since it's one of them thicky mofos, when you come back here, this is where the cooler goes. This is a modular MSI MPG A50G 850 watt power supply. I've plugged in just what I need. It comes with clips for cable management, tons of little spots purposely made for wire management to put zip ties in, so everything's kind of tucked in really nice. If I had solid state drives, they would be on the back here for easy access, and just holds in there with a magnet. There's a air filter that would be on the bottom for the bottom fans. If I had hard drives, there would normally be two chassis right here. But I don't need them, so I took them out for better airflow. And I may actually get a small fan to put back here for exhaust. Let's see, anything else that's neat and nifty? Guess that's about it. But yeah, it's coming along. Once the graphics card gets here, then we'll be able to move along. So it's really nice for cable management in here too, because everything just pops down around the sides. So it is just so damn big and heavy, but it is sturdy. Oh yeah, and then that's the box that the cooler came in. So yeah, you can actually see that one if you're interested. It was 150 bucks. Yeah, 150 bucks with the LCD screen, full setup, all in one cooler. Works with pretty much all your standard, like the LEDs work with most of your control systems. So now I got the essential box of junk, and the power supply came with, it's got the little MSI emblem on it. It came with a bag for all the cables. As I guess a lot of us do when you build a computer, you keep all the stuff in one box usually. The motherboard came with a box for all your shit. There's the hard drive chassis and the anti-static bag the motherboard came in. Here's the, because I guess that makes Wi-Fi faster when it looks fast. That's the same one that's on the back of the monitor. Oh, and on that motherboard, that's what I was going to show you. So I didn't realize when I bought this motherboard, like, it's old, so it was cheap. I mean, quote, cheap. That's what I wanted to show you. Where's that good spot? How close can I get? If you look right there, you should kind of hopefully see it's an 8.8. It's a little digital quote, you know, LED digital 7-segment readout. As this thing fucking boots up, it goes through debugging, so you can see every step of the way. And then once booted up, it actually displays your your CPU temperature. So it's already on the motherboard. And you can do BIOS selection and all kinds of shit with this. Apparently this was a I was looking at some of the jumpers on it. I'm like, what is LN2? What is that? Like line 2? Like not thinking. And then I looked up and this was built for doing liquid nitrogen, like world record contests and races and shit. Like it's fucking ridiculous. But luckily it was pretty cheap since this is, what, 3 generations old? It's got all kinds of good, like weird settings on it that I haven't seen before, but I usually buy like mid-grade motherboards, not the MEG motherboards. 4 NVMe slots if you have an 11th gen, which I do, chip in it. If you have a 10th gen, you only have 3. If you have 11th gen, you have 1 PCIe 4.0 direct to the CPU, and then 3 PCIe through the bus. Or if it's a 10th gen, you just get the 3 PCIe 3 ones. But I have 2 WD Black SN850X 1 terabyte drives in it. I'm going to make the PCIe 4.0 one the system drive and the 3.0 the gaming drive, because PCIe 3 is faster than any game currently needs. And by the time I need something faster, hopefully this is, this is basically splitting one computer into 2, making a 10th gen computer into an 11th gen computer, 11th gen Intel computer. I had a 10th gen, I bought 11th gen parts, so then I just said fuck it and bought 11th gen shit, and now more 10th gen to make 2 computers. Whew, fucking running my mouth. So yeah, it's I'm relearning a lot of stuff about building computers that I forgot. I had a good Z97 board back in the day. The Z97, that was I think my DFI was a Z97. I still have that downstairs, I believe. It's the Lego computer. It kind of is the Lego computer there, Rifleman. Yeah, no fanny pack there at Paul T. I do remember my Enermax power supply that I bought for my Doom 3 gaming rig. It came with a fanny pack that you could unclip the belt and clip on a shoulder strap, which is exactly what I did, and I still use that bag, but now it's for camping stuff because it was fucking olive green with red stitching where it said Enermax, so I just pulled the red stitching out of it, and now I just use it for a camping bag. The DFI what was it, DFI NF4 motherboard I had came with this weird belt system clamping thing to give your desktop a handle to make it like carryable, and like that was just so weird. I never actually used it, but I used the Doom 3 t-shirt. I got a Doom 3 t-shirt when I bought the BFG 6800 Ultra Overclock Doom 3 fucking BFG edition, or BFG Tech 6800 Ultra Overclock. I think it was 256, like whatever the holy shit amount of RAM was back in, what, 2001 was that? See you later, Steve Idlers, if you're still listening. 404 just built myself a new i7 14700K today. Excellent. I foresee my next build to be in about 3 years, I'm hoping. That would put me at about a 5-year cycle, and that's if I need to. Like, I try to do a 5-year cycle. I bought this originally in 2020? Was it? No, it was early 2021, that's right. Because it was the only way you could get an RTX 3070 at the time. In a pre-built from Micro Center. But then as soon as I got it, I reflashed all the firmware back to like factory, you know, firmware instead of the limited stuff they had. And, you know, then I started overclocking it and, but I realized I had to upgrade it because that i9 11900K runs hot on a 240 millimeter cooler. So that's why I had to get the 360. And if I need to, I have the radiator set up. So right now it has pull fans. It has them set up to pull through the radiator. But I am considering getting 2 more fans because I have 1 extra and just doing a push-pull configuration. I'm going to see how it overclocks first and see if I should just really ramp up the wind going through it. But it's coming along. Basically, once the video card gets here, you know, I'll probably wait to until a Sunday. So probably not tomorrow, but in a week, Sunday, I should have everything. Make sure I get the stream done. Make sure I got something uploaded for Monday just in case shit goes wrong. And then put everything together. And I don't have to worry about that weird moving hard drive shit around for Windows, because I did find a legitimate Windows key amongst resources and things around. So that's fine. I can just install it direct and let it do its thing. Deltic engine. I'm on a 10-year plus cycle. My current main system is a teenager, but still going strong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if your computer meets your needs, there is no reason to upgrade anything until it gets to the point where it's very insecure, which, you know, that depends on what you're doing with it and where you're going. You got to watch that. And that's only because eventually things may just not be able to handle the updates. But if it fucking goes, it goes. So, I mean, Christ, my work laptop is, I don't know, it's probably almost 10 years old. But it does just fine. It's a Pentium. It's one of the first, I think it's one of the first duo core mobile things or something. It's a Panasonic CF53, like when they first came out. And also a lot of thing like on an older computer, a lot of times when you get to the point where, oh man, this is just too old, too slow. If you'll say, well, I'll just buy a new computer. Well, remember, you could also just format it and reinstall Windows or Linux, or if it's older, get rid of Windows and install like Linux Mint, like one of their, like maybe the Cinnamon edition, because that's more the posh, easier to like get used to edition if you're coming from Windows. And you can, if all you're doing is browsing and just doing general email, browsing, checking ticky-tacky, fucking chatty chat, YouTube and shit, like, yeah, you're fine. And you can still do gaming on Linux with Steam. Steam supports a lot of Linux games. But yeah, the first thing you should ever do before getting rid of an old computer is reinstall whatever operating system you're using if you can. Like, if you have the know-how, which at this point, most of the time, it's really easy. Because a lot of times that will give you a new machine. Like, I did that to my MSI Titan laptop from 2016. Like, it got to the point where it was barely able to like render video. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So I reinstalled Windows 10, did a fresh wipe, reinstalled it, and man, that thing runs fucking butter smooth now. It's just, you got to get the bullshit off of it. XP for the win, says Franco. I miss Windows XP. That was pretty good. Windows 7 is my favorite operating system. Windows 11 is nice for gaming. They do have some gaming optimizations in there, and apparently Windows 12 is going to be lean more towards gaming as well, because now they're trying to basically, instead of be Xbox Live, they want more of the Xbox experience, where they are trying, Microsoft is now trying to just be the ultimate all-encompassing media center that it's always been, but now they're just going to push it harder. So I guess we'll see how that goes. But either way, I'd say Windows 7 was my favorite, XP was my second favorite, and like excluding Windows 10 and 11 because they're just current, whatever. It'd probably be 7, XP, and then probably Windows 2000. I really liked 2000 when we switched over to the NT base or kernel or whatever. Stone. Vista. Nobody. Come on, Jack Attack. God, Vista. What a dumpster. ME wasn't horrible. ME was a good effort. Yeah, I mean, I was good with ProDOS. What did I have? I can't remember the numbers. It's 611? Was that right? ProDOS? I don't know. On my old fucking Apple computer. I used to program BASIC on that. The last Windows computer I used has Windows 98 on it, says Bowden. Christ, there's so many like servers and shit that still run Windows 95 and Windows 98 that they just like keep off the network when you go to manufacturing facilities. It's fucking amazing. MS-DOS 622, that's what I was thinking. Windows 3.1 was fun. Like, it was fun when everything was just a square. I didn't mind that at all. I did 2000 did coincide with XP, didn't it? No, it was like XP, then it was it 98? And then ME? And then 2000, wow, fuck, God, I don't even remember what order that was. But there was a bit in between XP and 2000. And they were completely different, I don't know what I say, base or kernels or whatever. God, Vista was so bad. I remember when I was rocking Windows 2000 and Vista came out, and people, 422.2. Oh yeah, I guess we'll get to that soon here. I've had this so long I've forgotten what flavor it is. Cheers, 420. Oh, that's right. XP was, yeah, that's right. XP was after 2000. That's, I forget. It's one of those things where since I don't use it in my, like, I don't need to know it anymore. I kind of just forget about the versions, like what order they were. Yeah, it was 5.0. Okay, I thought for some reason I thought 2000 was 4.0. But you know, there you go. I just don't remember anymore. Microsoft Bob was released at the same time as Windows 95. Wow. Oh yeah, if you may or may not have noticed in the Clive stream before Clive got on, there was someone named Scruffy. Yeah, I don't know. Not me. I don't know who that is. But it did get me thinking about like how long have I been Scrufdog? And it's been like 28 years I've been Scrufdog. I was like, holy shit, I am so fucking old. Clippy was okay. He was like he was just like the anxious little kid that wants to help out a little too much, but you just kind of got to get used to him that he's always going to be there. I guess a lot of, from the 2020, the dark times, a lot of people had like their kid was probably like that. So that's all Clippy was. He was just like the 4-year-old that always wanted to hang out. I'm not saying I like Clippy, like, but he was all right. Like, he's coleslaw, like I didn't go looking for him, but if he popped up, he's all right, Any PC, a year-old PC here doesn't support Windows 11, but only because I told it not to. Still have a machine with XP and most of my storage. Nice. I have the oldest one I have has. What did the Doom rig end up having? I stopped using that in 2010. No, 2015. So that probably had Windows 7 on it still. I don't even remember what fucking. I don't remember what process. I don't remember what setup it had. Is it? That's right. That one is no longer here. My Doom one is here, but no, that one was the home theater rig with the 55, with the 5450 HD in it, and a processor and 16 gigs of RAM. I don't even remember what the fuck it is. Oh, it was an i5 an i5 5000K. Is that about right? I think that's what it was. Or it was an i5, a 5th gen i5, and it was 16 gigs of RAM. All right. Oh, Lockwood. Yeah, I never. Oh, my buddy had a 64-128, a Commodore 64-128 there, Lockwatcher. I really enjoyed playing that. Even though at the time, like, you know, I had consoles and whatever. I didn't really have much computers growing up. I just always had that Apple IIc Plus. Until I got old enough to buy my own computer when I was 18. Then I got a 486 DX2. It was 66 megahertz. Fucking screaming. I forget how much RAM it had, but it had I think it was a 1 gig hard drive in it. I don't know how much RAM that thing had in it. Maybe 64? No, it had to have more than 64K. Maybe 64 megs? But no, I always liked the Commodore 64s. Yeah, Windows 7 is, yeah, it's considered done. I don't even know that you can buy updates for Windows 7 for Microsoft anymore. Yeah, pretty much anything that's a i7 should run Windows 10 at least, I would think. Even the first gen ones. Like, maybe not awesomely, but then as long as you don't install a bunch of bullshit, you know, like too much bloatware or stuff that's going to add a bunch of background stuff, like it should be fine with Windows 10. They've basically made it impossible for older stuff. Well, very, very difficult for older stuff to run Windows 11 now. With actual hardware issue, like limitations. But let's see. Cannabis. So like Cannabis came up in the Clive stream, and I figured like, yeah, I can help you with that. So here's a quick tour of how you do Cannabis. First, there's the classic, as you all know. You have a cat, and then with said cat, you have your flower, which is already ground up with your little, like, that's an actual cannabis tool, even though it looks like some weird hokey thing. So, you know, you smoke that out of your cell phone or a pipe or whatever. And that is flower, you know, bud, you know, the devil's lettuce. That's the good stuff. And then you have what I use. You can get disposable vapes, but I have a battery, a rechargeable battery with a disposable cell. But with these, once they're empty, you can, on most of them, I'm not going to do it here, because once you break the seal, it can get a little drippy. But if you unscrew these, you can get plastic syringes that you kind of warm up a little bit, and you can refill these if you want. So you can actually keep these and refill them if you can find the plastic syringes, which you can't always find. Or from back when I used to smoke, I have this old classic, which is programmable. It gives you a readout. 8 watts. So that's vaporizing it, which is pretty much the preferred method anywhere it's legal, because the smell is almost non-existent. It's very low odor as far as like what sticks, because there's no like extra bullshit. And and it's very economical. Does what you need to do. The next way you can go, as some of you have seen, which I don't have one set up, but we may later, is the dab rig. This is like the super vape. And out of that, you get like extract oils, or in this case, you can use blonde bubble hash. That burns pretty well in there, especially if you have like shatter or butter or batter. Different ways of, different methods of extraction give you different consistencies. But generally speaking, you want to keep it in the fridge. Then couple selections, which if you watched if you watched the casual stoner stream, you saw these. These are brownies with 40 milligrams of cannabis each in them. And you got like gummies, wanna chews. So you can use like, and like some of these are, some of these are sugar coated. Some of them are just taste like gummies. Some of them kind of taste potty, like cannabisy, and some of them you can't, you would never know. Some of these are just awesome. And then we have also with the dab rig, how I mentioned batter. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is my diamonds and sauce. So this has terpenes and all those little diamonds you see, those little chunks. That's chunks of THC, like diamonds of THC. Mixed with like a custom flavoring, basically. That's also for the Super Stoner stream on April 20th. So the batter is in the fridge with the shatter. And then you can get tinctures, which is alcohol. Like you basically take drops, you put it under your tongue, and it'll absorb directly into your bloodstream and also be processed by your liver. You can get less like iced tea. Like I'll probably get one of the drinks, even though they're not that great. And just drink it like it tastes like kind of iced tea, but really potty. Should probably add some lemon to it or something. It covers most of the ways. Pint of heroin. No heroin here. Chipmunk says low odor would be ideal. That's my only reasoning. That's my only remaining issue with pot, at least in the UK, is that it reeks. I mean, yeah, it depends. You know, like I love the smell of pot, but I also respect the fact that I can vape in public and nobody can smell anything. Like, especially if you're just walking around outside. A lot of times you can smell the tobacco in, like, if you got a clouder, like someone that's got to be like, look like a fucking dragon and shit. Sometimes you can smell the nicotine in that if they have nicotine in it. I say if because a lot of people just do it as shit for show. But I've never walked behind someone with a vape and smelled like the vape. Unless the only time I've really smelled a vape was when it was really sweet. And then it was like, ooh. But not that, like, a lot of the tobacco ones, when they smell sweet, but you can still smell the tobacco. So it's like a, yeah, it's good. But if you're not into the tobacco smell, it kind of gets a little weird. But yeah, that and the fact that, like, this, you know, 0.5 gram of extract, I mean, that's probably, what? Maybe 1/4 ounce of flour, I'd guess, roughly, if I'm calculating that right. And you can carry it with you like, and you can carry it with you just like this, and not in a bag with a bong phone or a pipe or, you know, something else. People aren't going to smell it through the bag. You're not going to smell like, you know, you just fucking fell out of a 1960s pot house. Especially if you get something fruity, then all they smell is just something that's a little sweet, and they assume it's tobacco at that point. And then even if they say, "Well, it doesn't smell like tobacco," you can be like, "Oh, it's just very, very, very low, very low. It just helps me get through the day." You know what I mean? I've said that. Oh, just tiny, tiny bit. Just helps me get through the day. Just because some people, like, mind your motherfucking business, because you can tell when a Karen's coming for a reason. So, oh, and they are pretty durable. I will say that, because, I mean, I think the glass, well, some of it's glass, some of it's kind of Pyrexy stuff. Some of it is, what's the plasticky stuff that they use sometimes? The entitled ones, we'll say. I gotta try and remember to use that less, as opposed to the K word per se. Sound of live resin. Some of the live resin vapes smell a little. Yeah, if you get live resin, the live resin ones there, TJ, some of them do get a little bit, but that's why if I know I'm like going out and I'm taking something, I usually grab like Forbidden Fruit or Skywalker OG is also good, because it has, they both have a somewhat of a, like, Forbidden Fruit tastes pretty berry-ish. It's, especially if you get a good one, like the one I have in the bedroom right now. Mwah, fucking love it. MPX, they have great flavoring. So I'll take that. Or Skywalker has a very subtle sweetness to it, and no pot smell out of either of them. That, and if you're just trying to chill, you know, you want a good indica anyway. But if you're looking for something that's a little more hybridy, Ectoplasm is good. That's pretty sweet. It's kind of lemony, so it may make you cough a little bit, but it does have a sweetness to it. Scrufdog, Little Jim says, the skunk here has such a strong smell, you can be driving with the windows up and smell it like 2 cars behind you. Yeah, there is some good shit out there, especially with this medical grade stuff. Like, if I'm driving beside or behind someone that just went to the dispensary, like, I always know, and I'm just like, I know where you've been. Yeah, I love that shit. Like, you can't hide when you're driving down the road with medical grade stuff. Like, you would have to, like, duct tape your car shut. That's great. No, you don't have to, I'm not saying smoking it, just going there, like, if, like, coming out of the bags, like, as sealed as they want to be, like, they stink like metal. Like, there's a distinct smell of, like, dispensary weed versus, like, downtown brown or, you know, street green. There's definitely a distinction between the two. But yeah, you can just smell it, like, all the time. I actually had to run to dispensary, in the afternoon, like mid-afternoon lunch one day at work, and I threw the bag in the truck. Wasn't even thinking about it. Then my manager stopped by, and he was like, and I went, yeah, I said stop by for lunch to get the seal, and he went, well, it smells good. I went, yeah, I'll let you know. No, I mean, like, people do drive while smoking it all the time, but the cops really don't prosecute unless you give them some other reason to deal with you. They're pretty lenient on that here. Like I said, as long as you don't give them a reason. But on the other hand, they're not necessarily just going to throw it out like they would do back in the day. Is it Franco out? Who's leaving? Oh, DC Allen is going a nighty night. Well, a nighty night. Oh yeah, there it is. Yep. Off to bed to need to move Harkin to get yes. Tickle the tummy. Just tickle the tummy. That'll get their attention. Oh yeah, it is time for the CatCam and the feeding. Thanks there, Larry. All right. I really need to, like, well, y'all just keep reminding me. That works pretty good. And I usually, well, Rob would actually usually be here as well. Mouse was in a gig earlier, and it was almost everywhere. Yes, I bet. All right, let's see. Make sure the camera is good. The cam, was it? Oh, no. Alexa, kitchen light on. That's better. All right. Let's see. Let's get Rob's thing set up here. Is it still running? Yes, it is. Full screen that, and then full screen that. There it is. Rob plus cat. Yeah, cat plus Rob. Volume should be pretty spot on. Negative 2.4 decibels. All right, we'll swipe it over. Turn the desktop volume up. Something else is playing, right? Nope. All right. I shall return. Well, hold on. Before I go, let me, and this is probably gonna, it may play 1 or 2 songs. We'll see how long I take. It should play the next random song after, this gets done. So, let me make sure the volume looks good on the meter, and then I will go, begin the feeding. What happened? The hard drive's got to wake up. Hold on, I'll restart it. Forgot to wake the hard drive up, so it was playing what was loaded in the buffer. Alright, sorry about that. And trying again. And that was from, I think that was from 3 weeks ago. Always nice to have some chill background music. We've been troubleshooting some of his equipment, and we've recently improved his video streaming, but he's just been having some other issues, so. But he shall return. Whoa. He shall return. No worries. Okay. Had myself a will tinkle. Oh, and as far as vape cartridges go, there's 2 types that you'll generally see. You'll see this. Oh, actually, yeah, I guess I'll show you that. Sorry. Yeah, getting a little ahead of myself. Once I go back to full screen, I'll show you the 2 different types that you'll generally find. Both of which are refillable. One's just a little messier. One kitty has a leaf-shaped tabby orange on the forehead. That would probably be Tiny Mama. The one in the middle. The calico. I have 3, my 3 favorite genetic freaks. My 2 calico, or my calico and 2 tortoiseshells. Mama just decided to leave her socks on. You are welcome, Franco, and thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a good snooze. And I'll see you, well, this is Saturday. I'll see you probably Wednesday. Burp. Oh, I'm gonna kill this coffee. I had weird sleep last night. Like, I fell asleep late. Like, a little later than I wanted to. And then I woke up like 3 hours later. Like, what the fuck? So I kind of sat up in bed for a minute. Just kind of sat there for like 10 minutes. And finally I laid back down and went to sleep. And I woke up like 3 hours later. And I was like, all right, let me just sit up in bed and see what happens. So I sat there for like 5 minutes. And I went, yeah, I'm just going to sit here for way too long. My back's going to hurt. So let me just get the fuck up. And I just got up, got some stuff done. I finished working on the computer. Clean the house. Like, I typically clean the house on Saturday before the stream, just, so it's, presentable, as it were. That, and Sunday is like the only day I have to do anything. So it's nice to not have to clean on your one free day of the week. Little Jim's Teardown says, I used to be a delivery driver for Domino's besides others. In some places we went to, you just knew you would have to sit in the car for half an hour before driving because of the cloud hitting you. Yeah. I used to deliver pizza for Little Caesars. And I got tipped anywhere from nothing, from jackasses, to like $20 a couple times, a bag of weed once, a 6-pack of Bud Ice once, some of the pizza back. Like, they went, hey, you hungry? And I went, nah, I'm good, And they went, if you say it like that, you're hungry. I went, I'm good. And he went, here. And he just like gave me 2 slices of pizza. He just like handed it to me. Like, he pulled them out, and like, you just, one of those things where you can look and be like, okay, like, their hands aren't all fucking cruddy. It's whatever. Like, you can tell a person is clean. They're just high. So he fucking handed me the 2 slices of pizza, and then he folded them on, and I went, that's fucking perfect, baby. Pizza sandwich. So, like, you get all kinds of stuff. Like, if I wasn't such a nerd, I probably would have gotten laid at some point, but never had that one happen. But most of the time I'd get, like, this was back in about 2000, like 2001-ish era. So, like, we're lucky to get like a $3, $4 tip, which that kind of sucked. Like, it was pretty standard to get a $2 tip for delivering pizza around here. Which was, order 8 pizzas, here's your $2, and fucking keep the change. Like, thanks, douche nozzle. That's exactly when I was working at the motel in Wisconsin in 2000 to 2003. Did you get lost? Did someone throw you on a boat and you just got stuck for a little while? Ronnie Balls. The beans. I worked at Little Caesars around then too. Says Kevin Peltola? Or, I guess, yeah, it wouldn't be Peltola. I guess it'd be Peltola. Patola? Peltola. Probably Patola. I actually worked at Little Caesars twice. Once in 1995 as like my first job. Pizza. That was a Little Caesars inside of a Kmart. The Walmart of the day. And then I worked at the other one as a delivery driver. It's just, in an actual just Little Caesars pizza shop. So I also got to like make pizza if I was bored or like they needed help. I'd stop by, help them make stuff. There's Tiny Mama. That's Lee, the fuzzy gray vacuum cleaner. If you've not met her before, also known as Poofy Girl or Poofers or Pretty Girl. And she does respond to all those names because I say it to her so much. But yeah, she likes to go through and make sure everything is clean. She'll probably, if she sniffs out that food like right above, like right there, like she'll go for it. Craig Matthews is heading out. Have a good evening. It is nearly midnight in Biscuitland. Blue light special. C2S knows what's up. Boy, did I get to see many a blue light special from when I was all the way down to a kitty kid up to, God, that Kmart closed. Oh, actually, it like kind of closed about 10 years ago. I think it was about 10 years ago. It was one of the last Kmarts around. I don't remember that one. Look, she's looking. There's her butt. She's pretty she's getting kind of round, but I mean, I do understand it's summer, even though we're pretty climate controlled in here. Your cats are very messy eaters, says Chipmunk. Yes, look, now her tail is in the food bowl. Yeah, they're really just tiny bulldozers that get some of the food in their face. And a lot of them just go for the gravy first, so they just push the meat all around. Yeah, some of my earliest memories of going out are going to 7-Eleven with my dad. One that's actually still there. I mean, it's been, rebuilt, refurbed, updated, a million times, but 7-Eleven was a pretty cool place to go. Their Slurpees or Slushies, whatever the hell was it? Slurpees? They're really good. But I haven't been there in a while. The Kmart was the Walmart of like the 80s and early 90s and whatever's. Or Tesco's-ish, I guess. Rickles. I don't remember Rickles. We had a lot of Ace and True Value hardware stores, like pretty decent sized ones. But then Home Depot and Lowe's came out and just blew everybody away. I mean, it was, you know, the Walmart of home improvement. Like, I'm surprised they didn't just straight up use that slogan. Buy smart. Buy S-Smart. You got that? I love that shit. What's up, Herzl? Nerk. Anyone here remember Hills Department Stores? Asks Randy 1979 of Vice Admiral Tiger. I do not. Anybody remember Woolworths? Like, there was a couple around here, and they were like the 2-story, like almost Walmart sized. But they had like food in there, a little eatery. Like, it was almost like a thrift store atmosphere, but new stuff. Any kind of junky, gimmicky, like ceramic-y fucking grandmas. It was a great place to go if you were really old or really young and going like with your grandparents. I remember that up. They had ones around here up until I think it was about 10 or 12. Mr. Phil 1979 says we had a Woolworths right up to the 80s here in New Jersey. Yeah, I remember it was like maybe the late-ish 80s that they finally kind of pulled out. I think that's when like Kmart and Ames were coming up really good as well. Ames was Kmart's. It's almost how like there's Walmart and then there's Target, you know, Target in America. There was Ames and then there was Kmart. Like Kmart, or in this area, Kmart was considered the good one and Ames was considered like the slightly cheaper one. And even though everything there costs the fucking same, just like Walmart and Target, like everything there costs the same. Especially now that Target has embraced these in-house brand stuff and has in-house brand everything. Either just this year or like coming within months. So everybody's the same. It's just what your how you make your gimmick out to be. Now we have Big Lots around here. We still have a couple Big Lots. They're actually kind of thriving ever since, you know, the doom and gloom times. Actually, I think they're one of our customers too. I think one of their distribution centers around here is one of our customers. I like going to Big Lots every once in a while. Like, I remember, like, if I'm in the area or whatever, and I'll head over to Big Lots because I like a lot of their stuff. Also, they have really good root beer there too. Oh, cat! No, we're down the cat butt. All right, let me hit the button. Yeah, she is a um fuck. Shit, what is the word for not solid tortoiseshell? Not lilac. Damn it, I've said it on here too. Dilute. Thank you, TJ. Yeah, liquid, close enough, mean Jeff. Yeah. Yes, TJ, a dilute torty, where she is a gray and cinnamon with very little blonde, as opposed to brown, black, and red, as it were. If her cinnamon color was, and her overall tint was just the slightest bit purpley, then she would have been a lilac, which we thought she was at first, but then she is a dilute. So not only is she a genetic freak, awesome, which works, but she's a rare genetic freak, so that's cool. It was once pondered if she is considered like how redheads are rare, getting rarer nowadays. It was once pondered if she is considered like super hot amongst cats, or if she is considered like an albino among humans, how most people disrespect the shit out of albinos. Or people with like alopecia or something. that the right one? Elevation? Yeah, I think so. 7 p.m. toast to the gaggle of goofballs. There's a everybody that's auto-renewing right now. So a toast to the goofballs and to the subscribers and everybody watching. Appreciate you hanging out. Toast to you, and cheers. If you're still here and you haven't, by all means, click the subscribe button. And let me know if you're not, if it like did the flashy thing. I've heard it does that. How's Orihime? She is good. She is, I don't know if she's out. She gets fed in a couple days. Her head's just barely poking out right there. She's chilling. I'll feed her either tomorrow or Monday. She's up. I saw her out hunting yesterday for the first time like, since the last time I fed her, so it is time. Cheers, Patrick Creighton. Alright, and I guess while we're here real quick, that whole cartridge thing. Ooh. So this one you'll find is real cannabis. This is like C-cell or a C-cell clone or whatever. And these, if you hold the glass and you twist the top, which I'm not going to because I don't want to break the seal, but you can actually unscrew these and refill these with whatever. If you can find the cannabis in a tube, you can refill these. And this is a 0.5 gram, or you can find the 1 gram ones that are just like taller in the glass. The other ones you'll find are these weird ones, which you kind of can refill. Like some of these you can refill. I haven't tried this one, but a lot of these are just glued shut for whatever reason. And it's just another style, but either of them have 5-10 threads on them. And it's fun because not all 5-10 threads are the same, which is why I have 6 batteries, so I can swip and swap these all over the fucking place to find ones they work on, because the little button in the center, ooh, focus. Actually, those are pretty similar, but sometimes you'll see those and they'll actually have what looks like a rivet popping out of it. If it's got the rivet, you know you're in for good contact, but since these don't have the rivet, they'll probably only work on 1 or 2 of my batteries. It's really annoying trying to juggle batteries around sometimes. Let's see, this has a little bit left in it, and this was on this battery, so I know it will still work. Zane has 1 gram size. Like, yeah, here you go. Here's a 1. Here you go. Ta-da. Let's get them lined up. Silver to silver. Yeah, don't mind that silver band. Go with the top band. So you can see 0.5 gram versus 1 gram cartridge. This is Shine. It's probably... Not Forbidden Fruit, Skywalker, damn, what's the other one? I think this is Cookies. I think this is something Cookies from Shine. Yeah, that cartridge is almost dead. Actually, all 3 of these are almost dead. Is that thing still going? Holy crap. Wow, that's a lot of renewals. Thanks, everybody. Like, if you don't... Can you use RSO oil to refill? You would use RSO oil in a dab rig on low. With these, the coils are hidden, and they would have the RSO, or Rick Simpson oil as its full name, based on the dude that came up with it. It's too thick to soak through the cotton, so you would put it in a dab rig on low and smoke it that way. They're C2S. I do occasionally have RSO I haven't actually got that in a little while, but I might be getting some in the next couple weeks. TJ gifted 5 memberships. I thank you. Let's see. Deltic Engine, Oddbjorn, Westby, Silver Tape, John's Touchpad, and Graham Smith. I do believe all 5 of you. Welcome back. Thank you again, TJ. Much appreciated. Let's see here. What do we got? We covered the computer stuff. So that should be done Sunday. Covered that. That's running. That's on the way. Clive got his glass. Okay, I just want to make sure I covered everything, because every once in a while, just completely on like the main topic, it'll be like 2 hours into the stream, and someone's like, "Hey, weren't you going to talk about blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "Oh, mother Frencher." Rifleman says C-cell is a reference to a ceramic heating element that integrates the wicking system, a design that wasn't successful in nicotine vaping, but extremely successful in THC vaping. Okay, that's what that is. All right. That would make sense, because they seem to be pretty fucking durable. But if it's a ceramic heating element, then yeah, that would make sense. Thank you for that, Rifleman. That is, I like to learn stuff like that, especially if it involves my medicine. Aren't you going to talk about that beaver you spotted? Asks Meme Jeff. I haven't seen any spotted beaver in quite some time. Well, spotted or unspotted, as it were. Vera is a vampire. Satan is her dad, because she was born on the 13th. So watch out for that. Is there anything I need to cover over here? Oh yeah, I guess a little bit of space stuff. So SpaceX and the FAA finished their investigation into the second integrated flight test. They've updated 17 items that they were either in the process of or have already fixed. So it looks like they'll probably be launching within the next couple weeks. They have a wet dress rehearsal. I believe that's tonight. Either tonight or tomorrow night. Well, but we think there's a wet dress rehearsal. I would say there's a closure from, what was it, 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. or something, some weird closing time coming up in the next day or two. So if you're keeping an eye on that, like within 2 weeks, we will most likely have the third integrated flight test, and hopefully it will get to the Starship will at least get to orbit. Whether it comes down successfully, it probably won't. Like, let's be honest. But if it does, awesome. And they kind of figured out with the booster that there was some weird sloshing, the baffling was a thing, and a filter got clogged, they're saying. So a lot of people are thinking maybe some ice got into the filter somehow, or maybe when that thing sloshed the shit out of it during hot staging, that maybe some baffling or material inside the fuel tank actually broke loose. Because they did mention in the report of strengthening the baffling and updating it. So, the March 2nd, was the crew launch today? Yeah, so, was it crew 8? That's launching, what time? Like, I know it is scheduled for March 2nd or 3rd or something like that. I forget what time that is, but yeah, keep an eye on that too. There was a shitload of launches within the past few days from all over the world. Lots of satellites for the most part, a couple test things. Apparently North Korea's spy satellite is functioning. As far as they can tell, they have seen it actually, keep updating its orbit. to keep itself in orbit, and it has apparently positioned itself over the White House and the Pentagon. They say they know it's taking pictures, so apparently North Korea, on their, they said third time's a charm. Apparently the third try, they actually got a spy satellite to work that can take pictures. And if we know they're taking pictures, then we're probably reading their probably not so encrypted data. They're probably using like RS-232 over fucking long distance Wi-Fi. Yeah, they could just use Google Earth. Like, seriously, they probably have better pictures on Google Earth. North Korea spy satellite is probably a Raspberry Pi. A Raspberry Pi is probably more powerful than North Korea's spy satellite. Like, it's probably taking pictures and just like, now what? I'm not picking up anything on 2.4 gigahertz. Using a CB. They're on 27 megahertz with like a fucking 1,000-watt linear hotbox. Old at like running like dual K40s. Hey! I can see him! Oh boy. No shoot and skip on CB radio. Christ. What's up, Dances with Aardvarks? Zap Sparky, what is going on? There's one of the way old schoolers. I looked back and you were in my first stream. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about that the other night or not. You were in my first live stream, like with chat and stuff. Do criminals in the UK have guns? I'm pretty sure they do. I haven't got the resolution to get a picture of your junk yet. Yeah, they probably sent it up there with like a fucking like Sony A5100 or something. Kim Jong-un. To the moon, baby! First, where the rocket testing has been lately, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to blow us up and it ended up going to the moon accidentally. An iMac is their satellite. They're, Randy 1979. Do cops in the U.S. shoot armed people? They shoot everybody. It doesn't matter if you have a gun or not. I mean, like, you kinda gotta give them a reason. But yeah, they'll shoot whatever. It's a Samsung S24 Ultra with a 7-Eleven fucking cash register side bin zoom lens duct taped to it. Thank you, Elia. Oh yeah, that when I went and picked up like all those edibles sitting back there. Well, edibles, let's see, edibles, joints, that diamonds and sauce, more edibles, cookies, jellies. Yeah, if you're a stoner and you haven't figured it out, on April 20th, which is a Saturday night, I'm going to be taking over 2,000 milligrams or 2 grams of worth of THC and smoking dabs and that fucking nice ass caviar joint. Like, I'm going to get like super baked. So join us on 420 if you want to see me get fucking ridiculously baked and eat lots of hamburger helper, because I'm going to make hamburger helper, like the beef pasta. That's fucking amazing. Really good hot, still pretty goddamn good cold. When you're high. It's great. Gotta tell you. So yeah, I'm gonna get, because I did the casual stoner thing. I was only, what, 680 milligrams. Good buzz, but we can do better. That was when I was coming off the fluid crap. SpaceX Falcon 9 launches Crew 8 to the ISS in 4 hours. Oh yeah, that was right. Remember, it was around 11 something tonight. That's right. That is right. I remember being 11 something good, so I don't have to rush off the stream. Chippy says 11110, so only one sub from 31. What? Yeah, that thing only updates 3. I'm actually need at least 1020 to actually get that 1 to change. I don't know if there's a different plugin to do for that, but I'm fine with it as it is. Wait, you're what? My personal interaction with UK police has been excellent, except for that one jackass whose desk sergeant gave him hell. To be fair, same with US police, but I am a honky. Binary reference probably incorrect. All right. Stock up on Doritos. Oh no, I have Doritos in there. Yeah, like no shit. Hell yeah, Randy. Like we know what's up with that. I get the Ruffles because Ruffles have motherfucking ridges. Mm-hmm. I'm going to get proper French onion dip next time instead of that watery store brand shit. Like the flavor was all right, but the consistency was not correct. I get Doritos. I always get the family size stuff, usually 2 bags at a time. 2 or 3 boxes of Cheez-It Extra Toasty family size. I like to keep those in the bedroom. They're nice to kind of eat if I'm chilling. I don't like to eat too much in the bedroom, and I'm very careful now. I get my little snacky bars, a couple of noodles, lots of Braunschweiger lately, tomatoes, like all kinds of food. I just get food. I eat so much junk food, but it works for me. I kind of stay around 210 pounds at this point. 6'1", 210, that's not too bad. Josh Human says most police are good, but it should be easier to get rid of the bad ones. Yeah, you'd think it would be. Yeah, don't worry, Electron Box. I'm very particular with not getting crumbs in the bed. And I always check anyway, because I always get up before bed to take a pee. So I always am very careful when I get up and I check, because that is so annoying to get crumbs in the bed. But sometimes you just need a little bit of snack. Sorry, Vera says, take more amphetamines. Don't have any amphetamines. What? What? Why are we, what? Do they arrest white people? What, here? Hey, Mr. AK? Yeah, they arrest everybody. I mean, they'll arrest anybody and shoot anybody. They just do their thing. My experience with police have been generally positive. Especially when, like, they knew I ran from them. I just hit it as well as I could so that they couldn't really prove that I ran from them. But they know I ran from them when my headlights were all fucked up. And I was just trying to get home from the bar. But I was young and stupid and not drunk, but I was more buzzed than I should have been. So I guess drunk, trying to go home. Whoa, what's this? Just me. Thank you for 19.99 pounds. I'm gonna go with $25.20 for the thing that pops up because of the conversion rate. But thank you. Just adding to the fund for no reason. Just there for Lego and whatever shit I enjoy. And thank you. I hope you are enjoying yourself, which I assume you are. Here, let me click that button over there too. All right. Thank you. It will be used wisely, as you know. We currently have... let me see. I haven't updated. Yeah, we just got paid not too long ago. Let me... I do like to update the channel on what our current total is. Let me see what we have. Make sure the online banking thing works and you can't see shit that I'm looking at, even off the reflection in my glasses. Let's see. So we have, okay, calculator. All right, so that's what we have. We have 733 in the bank account, but that's, the taxes are still in there. So tax-wise, this year we have made $1,040 times 30% of that is 313. We'll call that 315. So 733 minus 315. We have, we'll go ahead and call it, we have approximately $420 in channel funds to spend when we need to, thanks to everyone out there. So we're doing well. Just, you know, because what we have in there, and then I'm keeping like the approximate 30% for the income taxes at the end of the year. Because everybody's got to take their fucking share of the money, you know what I mean? So hey, cheers to that. We have approximately $420 in channel spendable money. Thank you, everybody. That's great. So we're doing well. We're keeping it so that we can get anything we need, games, whatever, more Legos, more ridiculous fucking Lego sets. Like, this is like, I've done less than 10 Lego, like, adult builds, and I feel like I stepped out of a Ford Escort and jumped into a fucking Ferrari building this, this B-2 bomber, but it's fun, so it's all good. What's up, Megavoltmeister? How are you this evening? 720 as well, toot toot, and all that good stuff. His password is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the same as mine. That's the same as my luggage password. Change my luggage password. There's a genuine Lego British phone box scene available based on a K2 kiosk. Would you be interested? I'd probably have to look at it. What is it? Lego British phone box scene. What's that pull up? Classic London phone. Is that the red London telephone? With the little cross thing? What is that? Is that like a gun and an... Oh, no, it's a clock. Okay. Oh, no, that's a different thing. Lego Ideas red London telephone box with like a little fence and a spotlight. Is that the one you mean? Mega Maid has gone from suck to blow. Thanks there, Mr. Phil. That's the one. I mean, that'd be cool. That'd be like a little dedication to our biscuit heads. Let me see where it is available. What is the number on it? Lego 21347. Let's see. Let's go to Amazon. They usually have fucking everything. Lego 21347. They have a lighting kit for it, like from the Good Company. That's $29.98. Okay. Amazon doesn't actually have that. No, no. No, they have it there for 200 bucks. That doesn't seem right, but they have the lighting kit for 30 bucks. So that's cool. Okay. So who has it then? Lego 21347. What's up, garbled user? Red London telephone box at lego.com. It is 115 bucks, and it is available. And then we can get the lighting kit for it, because you know we're gonna fucking want a lighting kit for it for 30 bucks. Do we want to make that one of our main next builds? Might as well do a poll. What? Why can't I add a poll? Why can I there but not there? That's fucking weird. What about over here? I can over here. Whatever. Alright. Start a poll. Shall we build... Oh, hold on. Sorry. Let me give you a link. Derp. Sorry. So there's the official link at lego.com. And then the LED lighting kit is this one, the brick bling one. That's the one we used on right there. That's like a really fucking nice kit. It's like, this kit's good. This kit is fucking ace. Or, well, I'm sorry, what we see nowadays? This shit is fire. It smacks. Is that another? I don't know. I don't know your words. So that's the link there to the main kit, and then here's the link. Never mind. Okay, we're just gonna delete that. What's the shareable link? Something that's not fucking 5,000 fucking things long here. Paste this. There we go. There's the link to the light kit for $29.98. Yeah, I remember it was brick bling. Like that. It's a really fucking nice lighting kit for the Rover. So there are the links. And let's get a poll. Oh, okay, now I can add a poll. That's weird. Maybe something had to refresh. Start a poll. Shall we build the... I'm sorry, shall we purchase the phone set for future builds? Yes, no, or yes, but not the lights. Yeah, that's pretty much all we need. Shall we purchase the phone set for future builds? Yes, no, yes, but not the lights. Boom. Build a bear, mouse. Build a bear. Would you like to play a game? Boom. There we go. Whew. You know what? Should I do a dab? Okay, I'll wait for this poll to be done, and then we'll do another, we'll do a VertoThermoWhoofle, then we'll end the poll, and then I'll go grab some dab stuff. I just picked up some batter and I think some shatter. Batter and shatter. Probably grab some batter. I haven't done batter in a while. I've been going through a lot of shatter because I keep finding it. I keep finding all these little stashes in the fucking freezer and refrigerator. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about that. I think I may still have some hash in the bedroom too that I forgot about. Boing. Busky wanted to thank everyone for giving him a hand last Saturday. Glad we could help. Lighting will always be your best bang for the buck, says Jonathan Hughes. Lighting is always just fun. And especially since I'm familiar with that company. Like, absolutely. Alright, I'm going to give that, well, I guess we'll give that like another minute or so, or we'll stop it right after the VertoThermoWhoofle. Garbled user, I fixed a Department 56 Morstan steak and kidney pie Dickens Village Series model. What? Like a fake pop? What am I missing there, Gargle User? I have not a clue. I feel like somebody knows, everyone else, like a lot of other people know exactly what that is, but it's probably a regional thing. I guess you shouldn't complain when it comes to naked vintage breasts. I wouldn't think most people would complain about naked vintage breasts, Megavoltmeister. Model steak and kidney pie shop. Interesting. All right, let's burn some stuff, shall we? Make sure I don't get woofle juice on the computer. I'm just gonna clean that real quick. I might as well just hold the rag in my hand, right? Skip a step. All right, let's go thermal. Hopefully the camera's still working because I'm not. Look at, yay, it is. Yay. Oh, there's the wall. Come on, there we go. Woof. Whee. Well, that's pretty good. Very good. If you hold it a little longer while it's burning, that seems to help. Pretty good rings there. We'll do one more. Not bad. Didn't get much runoff on that one either. That was good. Not bad. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Fleer makes everything better. Or Infrared. P2 Pro. That's right. I'm out of coffee. Where am I at on tea? We're pretty good on tea. Good, good. All right, let's see. Let's flip it on back. And let's see. I'm going to close the poll in like a brief moment here. Should we buy the phone set mentioned earlier? I'll just show you this link since it shows you the phone set and the LED all in one, in case you missed the link. There's all that. What's up, Han Spawns? Welcome. So that is what we are referring to in the poll. Electron Box. Infrared also has night vision image intensifiers now. Yeah, I kind of figured give them some time and they may also be the next greatest and latest and greatest. I'm letting that one just do its best for as long as it can. And then I'll pick up something newer when it's needed that I'll actually keep with work. You know, show you guys, of course, every once in a while, but, you know, that'll be used mainly for work, and then I'll just keep it for work specifically. What was the poll? Well, it's still going on to whether or not we should get the British phone booth Lego set for a future build while it is still available. Fleer will be panicking now, says Electromox. Yeah, Fleer is like, they're definitely, they've been sweating for at least a year at this point, because those Chinese sensors are fucking good, and they don't give a shit about whatever laws are out. They're just gonna pump that shit out, and everyone's just like, yoink. That's great, Mega Voltmeister. So Mega Voltmeister was letting us know that when their dog is copping a squat, it looks fairly interesting on a thermal cam. We'll go with that. It would be interesting if I could get something set up to do a recording and then like have slow motion replay. Like I know you can like record a replay or something with OBS. I don't know if you can do like a slow motion. I guess you would just have to play it back later. I have no idea. There might be a plugin for it, but I'm finding it just doesn't really seem to be like I must be missing like the big plugin repository because it seems like the official one is kind of weak. But I don't know. My biggest thing is I can't believe there's not like a really good plugin for scrolling text because there's a limitation on it that stock OBS has that no one seems to bother with. It's freaking weird. Doctor Who shite themselves. Yeah, FLIR cameras are overpriced for what they are at this point, Jonathan Hughes. And I think FLIR is starting to realize that. I mean, Christ, even Fluke is using the 256 by 192 25 hertz sensor now in their branded version of it. That's the same as everybody else's, just a different piece of plastic on it. So, I mean, if Fluke is using it, then you know it's like, okay, like, Fluke has realized, hey, this is better than everybody else's bullshit. So, Fluke isn't quite just a name yet. I feel like they're still pretty high quality. I really need to get an 87.5 one of these days. Maybe an 89. Yeah, we'll see. Right now, my X-Tech works just fine, which is by FLIR. X-Tech is FLIR's line of multimeter. I've had the same X-Tech for almost 10 years now, and the one I had before that I had for about 10 years before it was stolen. It probably still works, just some asshole has it now. VertoThermoWhoofle, I am a piece of plastic and it's fantastic. Absolutely. It's fantastic. Sometimes China can be very helpful, I guess. Well, sometimes, yeah, when we're not trying to fucking threaten each other or want to kill each other. This Trump's dumbass. Hey, let's jack up the shipping and export or import costs. They'll never know what to do. No, they'll just turn it up too, dumbass. Jesus Christ. If we would just do free, like, some free trade shit going and like really heavy again, then it doesn't matter. Like, government pay your shipping cost for your shit and like go. Try not to get too political shit on here, but you know. Thermocams make almost anything look cool, says Randy 1979. They make cats look weird. Their eyes just look like they're ghosty, monstery, weird thing. Weird. But it's fun when they walk because you get to see the bean prints. Like, even if they're like walking fast, like just that quickly, you can see the bean prints for a little while. Megavoltmeister's Fluke thermal imager at work has been malfunctioning. Is it a older one or is it the one based on the infrared? Because I know they've used different one. They use whatever the latest hot shit is for the most part once it's been kind of battle proven. Yeah, thermal beams are fun. There's a couple of my videos. Got thermal beams walking around. Really want to refill this phone. Oh no, that's right. I was going to do a dab. That's right. All right, let's go ahead and end this poll. Looks like we're going to go ahead and order that. I'll just go ahead and put that shit in my cart right now. I'll let that sit until I get something else. Like, we have time. But I'll put that in my cart. See if it goes on sale within a week. Because they love that shit. If it's sitting in your cart, sometimes it's like, oh, look, it's fucking 5% off. Ooh, if enough people have it or whatever. And then I'll order the, Lego kit, tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Maybe tonight. I don't know. What one do you use at work? This one. I take this one I generally carry with me at work. I didn't bring it in here. I bring it and my keys when I'm done at the end of the week. Let me cover the important stuff. You can see the thing. I can't see the, well, so I've got like, yeah, my van key. That's my work key. I guess it's basically what I use as house keys. My van key, my front door key, all my lock keys, my UB key. I keep that with me at all times because it's also NFC. In case I need to access anything on Google. One is in one computer and one is carried with me. But like about every other week, I got to re-verify on the bottom computer because it's on a VPN. So its IP is constantly changing. So the device certification or whatever expires about every 2 weeks. So it's always fun when I know it's the day that it's going to, like today was one of those days. That's why the keys are down here. Because you never know if it's going to be when you first get to your dashboard or if it's going to be when I connect with OBS, or sometimes you click go live and it goes, oh wait, we need to enter your password and type your fucking all this shit. And I'm like, but luckily when it does that, there's a go live button on the top computer, you know, the main computer in OBS, so I can just bypass the bullshit, go live, and then re-authenticate later. And a couple times I've gone to click end stream, and then it wanted me to enter the password and fucking touch the security key. It's like you have no idea like when you are picking this. This is so fucking weird. YubiKey is NFC. This one is Type C and NFC. And then the one I have here is one of them slim USB Type A ones. But yeah, that's USB and NFC. So I can just tap, like, that's nice for like PayPal and different things, whatever, because you can just tap the phone. If I'm here, I can just plug it into one of the many USB-C ports. But yeah, they offer them with and without NFC in them, Megavoltmeister. And that I picked up once I was able to turn fan funding on. Like once the channel went monetized, I went, yeah, it's time to stop thinking about it and just do it. So I paid someone's £5 electricity top up once by mistake. Yeah, it could be a thing. Yeah, lucky I keep my NFC cards. I keep them all right next to each other because then it doesn't know which one to pick. Every time I've tried to just swipe my wallet, just to, like, if it didn't matter which card it picked up, if it didn't matter, I would just swipe the whole wallet just to see what happened, and it always says you must pick one card. So that seems to help, at least, maybe, I don't know. I should probably just get a shielded wallet, but I don't feel like carrying a metal wallet around. Do they have soft shielded wallets? I feel like they probably have soft NFC shielded wallets nowadays. Because, like, you can't, like, I can't get away from the NFC shit in the cards anymore. They do, but they aren't perfect. It's probably better than nothing, though, I guess. Especially if I got well, I got, how many NFC, or, you know, remote readers do I have in the card? Well, that's not NFC, that's RFID. Like, I think 3 all butted up against each other. Secret wallets are great. Let's see. It says Hans Spawns. Dutch wallet makers since 1995. They look fancy. Wallet categories. Mini wallet, curbside, band wallet. It's our wallet made in Holland, revamp, second brand, how it started, something about your mom. The only original card protector, RFID, NFC protected. Okay. So what is one of these? A card protector. 45 is not a bad price. But that looks like, is that aluminum? Yep, aluminum. Yes, aluminum. Biscuit heads. Well, I'll keep that one up. Separate. I'll keep that link open. I'll take a look. See what they got in the soft wallets as well. Close that. Is the poll done? I don't know why it's... No, I guess it wasn't. Alright, so we'll get that poll just... And that was weird. Alright. Good lord. We are catching up with things. I'm going to go do a dab, because obviously I'm not high enough. Clearly. Use a few layers of aluminum foil in your wallet liner. Does that actually work? I mean, it seems feasible. I wonder if they have like brass foil, copper foil. Actually, you can probably get copper foil too, but that would probably that would flex. That would probably break up too much. Aluminium. Aluminum. Lead foil. I get some lead beads out of one of the counterweights at work. They're mostly filled with lead or steel beads, pellets, or whatever you want to call them. Metal window screen mesh, says Garbled User. Everything I have is like that tightly woven fiber, or not fiber, is it nylon? No, polyester. It's like the fiber stuff. That's the synthetic fiber stuff. Brass bong screen. I just line it with brass bong screens. It would look cool. Latency looks pretty good. What stats for nerds say for me? 1.25 seconds. Oh no, I'm sorry, 1.5 seconds. Not bad. Yep, alright. Would an anti-static plastic bag work? I don't think that would do, I don't know. I don't think that would block RFID or anything like that. You can get EMR shielding mesh. This is flexible and will go on a wallet. Or put several cards together and some change. Yeah. Having a bunch of them together is where I'm going with right now. It seems that at the very least the card readers know that there's more than one signal. So maybe that's how they know that there's a problem, because it can't read either of them because they're both transmitting. Also, every time I walk up to one of them machines, I literally just kind of look under and I will give a tug and a pull on it. People look at me funny. I watch enough videos to know that you can hide those card skimmers pretty fucking easily. Just gotta look for like the right gaps and pull and tug on things. Rural Farms is interesting. They have raised logos on them to make it really obvious if something's put on top of it, which I like. Because like you get used to looking at them and how thick they're supposed to be, so it would be really obvious if it looked the same, but suddenly it was really thick, because the reader would have to replicate the bump out, as it were. I still have another tea, right? That's the one I made at like 2 o'clock. Alright. This I made right before the shoe. You have to work pretty hard for all the RF. Yeah, I figure. But I'll get something. I tried carrying around an aluminum wallet once, and it just really bugged my ass. It really chafed my ass. But no, it just was not great. Well, yeah, you're basically looking for a portable Faraday cage there, old Larry XO. Alright. That's empty, that's empty, that's good. I need something to put in the, here, where is that? Type C. Might as well plug the dab ring in, let it wake the battery up a little bit, as it were. Let's give that a moment while I grab it from Shatter. I think I'm gonna give me an extra second here. Let me I guess put it on CatCam low, because they'll come walking in since I'm moving around. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go grab some Shatter out of the fridge and like probably a fucking Cliff Bar or something. Oh, wait a minute. You could carefully grind a hole to each point in the card's coil and solder a small toggle switch to short the coil. Yeah, I'm trying to get that technical. There, Meme Jeff. A card-shaped piece of ferrous metal alongside the card would be cheap. It would be simple and cheap. Yeah, I'll have to see, like, check out some stuff to see what actually worked. Chafed your arse, Mr. Hackett. Yes, the aluminum wallet really chafed my arse. Cliff Bar, what is that? That's like a protein snack bar thing that's flavored like a chocolate brownie. In my particular flavor. They got all kinds of different flavors. Well, have a good evening. It's almost, it is pretty late where you are. We will see you on either Wednesday or Saturday, depending on what you got going on. Have yourself a groovy evening. And I shall be back in just a moment. Should I close the Clive stream? Well, I ain't gonna be real long. Let me try turning this. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll use this as a test for the external microphone. I'm going to turn that on and we'll see how it is as I'm walking around, and then you can let me know how horrible it is. So I'm going to turn that one up and this microphone down. Alright. So now we're over here. We're talking. We're walking. We're putting our shoes on. This will probably be loud. When I close the door, close to the microphone, we're walking past the microphone, going over here, closing that, we're in the kitchen, opening the door, grabbing some deviled egg potato salad, or rum. Pretty good. Got that. Hold on.
Baby, that's nice.
Oh, yeah. Hold up, Cooper. What's that rending? There you go. There's a good vacuum cleaner. There you go. What's up, Eve? Good. Look out, lady. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Alright. Alright, so how, Ed's here. So how bad was that microphone? Or good? What the fuck? Ed, Jesus. Thank you. What is he doing? So we got Matty England, Manfred Lambs, Mark Gibson, Scott Wade, Time Surfing Alien, Pete Grimlin, At Keller, Cosmo, Wumpy, Wastoid, Simon Turner, Steve Aldridge, Origin Unknown, A Guy Farted, The Outlaw, Grinch Squatch, Ginger Squatch, Peter Sloan, Not One Shot, Bob Staba. Welcome and welcome back. Thanks, Ed. Welcome to the stream. Cats are doing cat stuff. Mic is okay but quiet. All right, maybe I'll turn it up a little bit. Still messing around with that one because they are super weird sensitive. It's actually inside the frame of the window, like the glass window. There's a hole that it fits just into, so it's just settled inside of there. Alright, so that's a quiet mic. I wonder if I can... Let me remove one of the pieces of tape. And then next time we try it, it'll be about 1.5 higher. Like right now it stops about 5. Hold on. Come on. Come on, man. Don't make me get the tweezers. There we go. So that'll put it there. Whoop, 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 a-doo. So that takes it up to almost 7. So we'll try that next time. If I go walking on out there, let me go back to big camera. There's Ronnie doing his thing. Doing Ronnie things. He's not peeing on anything, so that's always welcome. He is slowly winding down on his marking. The front door is still somewhat of an issue since now at this point I have 4 cats inside that I'm hanging out with. And I have 4 cats outside that I occasionally hang out with. I did feed them earlier because the dude was hanging out in the front yard, like playing and stuff. So I went up, put some food down. He ran up, grabbed a quick snack, and then went back out into the yard to goof around. See if anybody is there now. I've been killing the battery lately because I've been watching it so much. Yeah, there's still a little bit of food in the bowl, but I'll top it off after the stream. So I ordered the solar kit for the fucking camera because otherwise I'm charging it every 2 weeks and it takes like 5 or 6, 7 hours sometimes to charge. It's like the safest charge rate they can possibly have without you wanting to throw it out the window. So I'm just going to get the solar kit for it just to... Hey, we hit 11:20. Sweet. Thanks, everybody. I guess why don't we, it's almost 8 o'clock. It's almost another toast time. Yeah, every time, like, anything tings the plate, like, even if they are running by and they knock, like, a ball into a plate, they all come running in, like, hey! But they all know, like, at this point, I think they know, they just have that little bit of hope. Because they still get, treat... Okay, nobody heard me. They still get, like, hard snacks, later on this evening. Since it's a weekend, I ain't going to bed till late anyway. So in, like, probably 3 hours, they'll get their 3rd snack session. Because they get the morning... Actually, no, they'll be... On a Saturday, they get 4. Because they get morning, they get 5 nuggies. Afternoon, they get 5 nuggies. Like, which is, like, the recommended dosage. Like... per day or something, and then they get the Gucci on the Saturday, and then they get their evening crunchies. Sunday they get 3 crunchy sessions, and then during the weekday they get afternoon and evening, because in the morning, I've tried that in the morning, and it's too soon after they wake up and they start getting sick, because it's like too rich for them. Phew. Microwaved a chocolate chip cookie bar, nice and gooey. That's how you gotta do it. Chocolate chip cookies. Cookies are awesome when they are warm. It is 8 o'clock. All right. So let's do oh yeah, fuck balls. Okay. Let's do that's almost empty. Toast to all our subscribers, our goofballs, our members, and everyone still here watching. What is wrong with you? Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna get ready to do a dab, but cheers, top of the hour. I appreciate everyone hanging out. I don't know. There's a Paul Norman is hanging out on Discord. There's a bunch of people. What is ready for pickup at my Amazon locker? Dude Cam that went off a little while ago. NASA Spaceflight, NASA Spaceflight, Penguin Zero, SpaceX, renew tags, renew tags. All right. Cheers. All right, let's pack this dab rig. Let me move the big fluffy donkey dick. Sorry. In South Park, love that shit. I haven't watched any of the new South Park. Like, I haven't actually watched new South Park in like probably a decade, if not more. It just kind of fell off my radar with all the Adult Swim stuff coming out, I guess. I'm gonna put some bubble hash on top of this too. Yes. Yes. Burp. Doink. Do-do-do. Do-do-you. Clean the little scoopy scraper spatula-y thing. Tap, tap. I don't have anything like... I need to get like a tiny, like... Maybe I should start saving my glass, like my lens cleaner cloths for like cleaning off like the little dab spatula spoony thingy. What I got here? I want to use that. Just so like, you want to keep your stash clean. You don't want to leave like stuff on it. Go ahead and just use the woofle rag, and I will simply replace the woofle rag. Just so that our stash stays clean. Let's just put that over there. Let us grab some now and laters. Oh no, this isn't the now. That's the now and laters. This is... Why didn't they label P? Damn, where is the label? What did I get? This is not Forbidden Fits. Oh no, it's Skywalker X. It's Skywalker and something else cross batter. Oop. There you go. Put that in your dab rig and smoke it. Okay. This is live. It's been in the fridge, so it looks more like it's almost like a drier sugar at this point. Put that down there in the bottom of my titanium cup. Batter is sticky even after burned. Yes, it is. Alright, we'll get some of that blonde bubble hash from earlier. Wow, that's a really good zoom. Like, that's like 2 inches away from the lens. That's not bad. Old ass camera with the battery that is pretty much completely shot. Like, it's the sister. Oh, it's that's a fuckload of hash. Let's cut that in half. Alright. Jesus. Jiminy Christmas. Hey, Ed, why don't you slide over for one of these hits? Sure, you'll be fine. By next Friday. I dropped a tiny little bit of it. That is now carpet hash. Carpet's going to be feeling really good later. Right, let's do that there. Put that up there. Put that up there. Move that over there. Put that back. Put that here. Do the hokey pokey. Turn yourself around. That's what your mom's all about. What? Alright. Hey, what's up, everybody? You're still here. We only lost 3 people. Nice. Those jars look so sturdy. They are ridiculously sturdy. Like, I mean, you can see just the base of it, and that is glass. Like, and that's glass, and that's actually wood top, too. And this is a glass. Actually, no, that's a plastic. That's almost like a polymer base. That's weird. Plastic top, and it almost feels like a light polymer base. Some of the glass ones, like these, are really, I mean, it's almost like bottle glass. Ooh, there we go. I mean, you can see how thick the rim is, and it's thick all the way through. Like, they use high quality glass on it, I guess, just to make sure, like, shit doesn't crack or get broken, because then it's instant, like, automatic waste as far as regulations go. So I'm guessing they just want to make sure everything is very sturdy. And it kind of goes like a lot of, like, with it in medical wise, you figure a lot of stoners, like, we try to reuse the jars. So if they give us nice jars, we're going to be much more wanting to reuse them. Like, I got one of them here. I have a smaller one in the bathroom for holding my vapes, because, like, it was there. I have used one for holding my vapes in the living room. I have a printed one I did. God damn, my nose keeps itching, sorry. I have one I printed in the bedroom, but, like, the little tiny weed jars are great for little vape holders. I mean, you can put food in them. Like, all they are is glass jars and plastic lids. Mega Voltmeister is about to head out. Talk to you later. You also have a groovy weekend. We're going to go ahead and hit this dab. Actually, let me try to push that hash down a little bit, so I can get this crystal top one. Oh, yeah, it's got a lot of crush left. Push, 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 push. Push it. Push it. Alright. Here's to a dab. Dibby 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 da. We go on green. Make sure it's clear. Good. Sometimes it turns off when you first turn it on, ever since I got water into it. But that just gives you 2 hits, so that's cool. That's pretty good.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch? Your arm's off.
No, it isn't.
Well, what's that then?
Yeah, that hash burns forever. Okay, we're good with that. Phew. And that hash will sit there for a while. I'll forget about it. I'll put more on top, and I'm going to get fucking destroyed next time I hit that thing. And that's okay. White Widow dry vape. I used to grow White Widow. White Widow is really good. Really good stuff. A lot of time when I'm doing a dab, I will chew spearmint gum. to like get everything super minty to try and do like how the bong phone I'm going through, you know, half water, half mouthwash to get the, you know, spearmint mouthwash to get that really cooling effect. You can kind of simulate it with a couple pieces of like strong spearmint gum. Yeah, some pretty good hash. That bubble hash is really good. I just forget to use it a lot because it doesn't burn great on its own. It kind of needs it's kind of like solder without the flux, whereas you put, you know, something on top of it to work as the flux, and then it burns fucking great. Like regular, like, you know, tar hash, like black tar hash, you can drop that right in there. It'll burn great. But the bubble hash is so fluffy, it doesn't have a lot of like contact. So you need a little bit of addition to it. Airwave chewing gum. Actually, I get I have any in here? I get the cube, the squares. I get a specific one. Surprised I don't have any in here. Or do I? No. I don't have any in here, but no, I have one of the bigger plastic pack things. Icebreakers cube, yeah. The blue should be spearmint icebreakers cube. Yeah, with the little crystal flavor fucking things. Yeah, you may have actually seen me eat them before, or like grab them before. But yeah, it's the icebreaker ones. Whatever the blue one is, I think that's spearmint. Let's see. Icebreaker spearmint. Nope. Is that fresh mint? That would be cool mint. Sorry. Icebreakers mint cool mint. Gum, sugar-free gum. That's why I like that. It's really, really strong flavor, and it's really good for being sugar-free. I don't know what the substitute is, but I guess it's better than sugar. I don't know.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch? Your arm's off.
No, it isn't.
Well, what's that then?
Cool mint, yeah. Sorry. Airwave menthol. What is Airwave? I feel like Airwave is a vape thing. Like I know they have AirPods in Cannabis land. Airwave menthol. What is that? Airwave menthol. Regular's Airwaves, menthol, and eucalyptus. Not those, but looks interesting. If I see some, maybe, you know, maybe I'll coleslaw it. If I see some, maybe I'll get some. I'm usually down for trying different flavors, but that's kind of like my home-based gum. Oh yeah, fuck, I was gonna tell you a story earlier. Thursday when I went to the dispensary, the bud tender, like I told, he asked what I was up because I spent like a decent amount of money. I told him I was stocking up mostly for the 420 event for the, you know, our Super Stoner stream. Let me write down the information. I don't know if he was watching or not, but maybe we got a new cool person to hang out because he seemed like a cool dude. Everybody down there is cool. At Health for Life, Baltimore. That's where I go. Everybody, I've not met like an uncool person there. Like even the security guards are cool because they just are. So great selection, really good prices, great deals, yada yada. Not a sponsor, just a fucking good customer. Well, I hope good. I mean, I pay them. The eucalyptus sounds pretty good. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. Oh, there's the vacuum cleaner. Always got to come back for more. Security guards are either very chill or the biggest assholes, says Meme Jeff. That's pretty much what I've noticed. Like, they either got something to prove, or they've already realized they can just be fucking cool and everything's good. Or they're just assholes because they just want to be fucking assholes their entire career. Like the guards at Amazon, they're all cool, all chill. They're real easy to get along with, communicate very well. You know, like some people, they just don't want to talk to you. Like, no, they will like talk to you, let you know what's up, help you out. Great people. They seem to have a better handle on how Amazon works than the goddamn Amazon staff. There's Thermo Kitty, or fucking Thermo. Plasma Kitty. The security guards at McCormick's are fucking super cool. They always laugh when they see the clown. They love the clown that rides around with me. I have a Pennywise, in case you don't know, like one of the ones that's actually made for the passenger seat, supposed to put in there for Halloween. He's been in there for 2.5 years, almost, yeah, 2.5 years. They just never took him out. Everybody loves him. To the point, a couple other co-workers have done similar things with other stuff to do. Oh, look at her go. I wonder if she'll get that one over on the left. See it on the plate? There's like one there sitting on the plate all by its lonesome. Still a couple on the plate in front of her. There's one behind her. Guess she'd rather eat it off of the floor. I mean, that is kind of a, if you've ever seen the movie Waiting, what's the hell is the comedian that's the cook, Dana, the hell was his name? Overactive comedian that was pretty okay once. Dana, Vera's going. They're going out to paint. Have a good evening, Vera. I hope I'll keep an eye on your stuff. Hopefully this one will work out. No, but I don't even know where the fuck I was going with that. Something about her and food. Oh yeah, Dane Cook. Thank you, C2S. Oh, what the hell was the line I was going off with him? Christ, I have no idea. No worries. But no, that was a fucking great movie. I haven't watched that in a little while. Waiting 2 is okay. But it is not isn't anywhere near as good as the original one. Think about stuff on the oh, Spice, yeah, that's right. One of the scenes they drop, so yeah, he quote accidentally drops some food on the floor, and the line he used was "Floor spice makes everything nice." I'm sorry, that's what made me think of that when she swiped it off the plate and then ate it off the floor. Yeah, Waiting 2, like it's okay, but it was, I guess it followed the way most sequels do. You can't get the big ones back, or you do just for the brief cameo at the end kind of thing, and it was alright. Can't wait. What the hell's there's another remake coming out soon that's probably going to be horrible. Should have wrote that down. I'll have to look for that through the week. I don't really have any movie recommendations this week. Oh, Naked Gun. That's it. Wow, Drag Attack. What the fuck? It's exactly what it was. Leslie Niece. Leslie Nielsen. Is that it? I don't even know. I always trip on his name for some reason. Nielsen. Yeah. I don't know, for some reason I always fucking, and don't call me Shirley. But yeah, apparently he's going to be in there, and I'm like, I'm gonna look at it this way. I'm gonna go, like, I will, well, I'm going to see the movie one way or another, but I am going to go into it not as a Naked Gun remake, but simply as a Nielsen comedy. And we'll just see where it goes. Because I'm not trying to put expectations on this movie, because it will nowhere be, it cannot be anywhere near as good as the original, if compared to the original. So I'm going to go in as is thinking it's a standalone movie, get my brain in that mode, and then if it compares well, then absolutely. But we will do the comparisons as we go, as we happen to see them, and not in an expectation kind of way. Liam, that's it. God, Liam Nielsen, Leslie Nielsen. God, I'm names. Liam Neeson. Nielsen. I don't know. That guy. Taken guy. You know, they did 3 of those movies. At some point, you kind of got to think, maybe he's just a bad parent. Deadpool line. Oh, that dab's hitting pretty good. That's nice. I haven't tried this on one of these batteries yet. Let's see how much is left in this. Oh, there's actually still something on the on the cotton. That's touching cotton too. Ah, and that's got a decent amount in it. All right, so this, I'm gonna leave this cartridge in the office because I guarantee I'll need it by tomorrow, and I'll be in here tomorrow at some point. Yeah, I'm putting together 50 fucking names with that dude. I don't know why. I've always done that. Spy Hard is also a fucking awesome movie there, Meme Jeff. I agree. Strange Brew. Strange Brew was good. Watched that, I think within the past year or so. It's old school. Just don't call me Shirley. Alright, let's see how hot this tea is. Have I drank any of this yet? Yeah, pretty sure I have. Oh, yeah, obviously I have. I've been fucking coughing, dumbass. Good high rolling in. Very nice, very nice. I have a particular set of skills that includes high amounts of THC and having fucking fun with it. That's my secret power. Stone Man. My secret power is getting people super stoned. I've already defeated my first villain. Indeed. That's great. Deadpool is just a rom-com from... Of course. He even says it himself. Oh, we missed a 420. Alright, I guess I'll do... Let me see if I can get one of these to go dry on the cotton. I just charged this battery. Like, I just put this on, like, during the stream. I just finished charging. So, 420, a little bit late, because, you know, that's what we do. Playing outside. Spy Hard is just a fun-ass movie. Like, you can't argue with that shit. Blackwatcher liked visiting Vancouver back in August. Whoops. Vancouver seems like a pretty interesting place to visit, from what I hear. Manitoba. What are you saying, Manitoba? You mean like the machine? Or just the place? Right, what do we got over here? Let's close that. Oh yeah, so like the Ukraine have been fucking up the Russian Air Force an awful lot lately. So they've taken down 2 of their A-50 super satellite fucking communications frontline relay communication radar system plane that like are considered worth between 500 million to $1 billion because of what they can do. Their value is, considered more than what they may necessarily cost to build. So they got 2 of them down in 2 months, or about a month apart. They damaged a 3rd one. Like, they're getting really sketchy with flying them. Like, they don't have enough now. They only have 6 flying right now, and they say they can't even do a full spread of coverage. They've knocked down a bunch of Su-34 fighter bombers and a couple Su-35 fighters. Like, they're on a fucking roll. That's great to hear, too. I mean, like, Ukraine have had some setbacks the past couple weeks, but they've also picked up in other places. So it's that whole give and take that you got to expect from fucking a pointless war. Like, I really thought the human race was at a point of being civilized enough to just fucking keep the land wars down a little bit, but it's always just going to be a thing, I guess. Yeah, hopefully they'll get a little bit ballsy there, Joe Russ, and we can knock another one down. Since the U.S. House has failed to do nothing but stare at fucking Hunter Biden dick pics instead of actually doing any lawmaking, that's, if I'm not mistaken, this house is the least productive house in the history of the United States, because they just would rather look at dick pics for some reason. So like, it's just, it's just fucking. We really need to like get that shit sorted out. Oh, and yeah, that's right there. That's the, if you remember the Ukraine flag pin I made, that's the one that's flashing up. Why did those turn off? That's the one that's flashing up there, the one I made. Now I'm going to record a video of the dinosaur teardown. I'm going to record that tomorrow. For like the Monday member video. I think I'm going to upgrade the battery in it to a 18650 or something, or maybe some vape batteries if I can sort out a way to do it. But I am concerned about the shadow. So I may have to make a base for it that it connects to with like a bunch of 18650s in it or something. Maybe make it like a little skull thing so it's standing on top of a pile of human skulls. This little cutie little dinosaur standing on human skulls. Seems feasible. Slava Ukraini. Little Jim. You know what, we do a Slava Ukraini. If they keep kicking ass. Luckily a lot of countries over there are coming together to help with supplying stuff while the U.S. fucking picks its ass. The shadow knows. Mr. Phil. Very nice. Very nice pool. That dab is rolling in great. I put in way too much hash, and that is okay. I don't get to get this high very often. Where has Mavis gone? She's right there. Let me see. Button. Oh, there she is. Right there. She's chilling on the shelf. Her bag is right there. Like her condo, as I call it, her little bag is right there. But she's just chilling over here. She'll return after the super stoner stuff is done. No worries. Button. Given that a lot of crazy old Soviet parts come from Ukraine, makes sense that they are great at technical stuff. Oh yeah, Ukraine was producing a bunch of stuff for Russia too that they get to just start using themselves for the war. They have so many shops they're cranking out close to 50,000 FPV drones per month throughout the country, and that's why there's the drone attacks are working, because there's just so many that they are able to throw at it, that if they throw 10 of it, you know, if they say they got like 20 dudes or 20 females, 20 people, sorry, flying drones at a warehouse, if 18 of them get shot down, the 2 that get in there can usually take care of business. At least enough to the point where the next wave of like 10 can get a couple in there too, because now they're looking at the fire and not the next wave coming in. Like it's you know, it's the overwhelming of numbers, and it's working great so far. So hopefully that their luck continues. The Soviets have, or the Russians, same fucking thing at this point. The Russians have moved into the, I forget what the name of the city is that Ukraine just retreated from. But they are just fucking annihilating the Russians that are in the city, because they know exactly where they are. They know where they're staying, what they're doing, so they're able to target the Russians that are in there as they're passing through it. So that kind of helps. Yeah, it's not a bad setup there. Not one shot. It's getting ready to be changed. Where's the button? Alright, so that's the computer that's getting ready to be like fucking like, looks like a cell split in half. That's got the processor, the RAM, and the video card that's going in that computer. And then the processor, RAM, and that computer is going in there with a 3060. These 2 monitors here are just 720 monitors off of this Intel NUC. Well, the NUC's going to go. This computer is going to be hooked up to a 34-inch ultra-wide, like some cheapy monitor. I don't know how I feel about ultra-wide monitors, so I'm going to get a cheap one, see how it does. And, like, go from there. Because I know people that would purchase it from me if, you know, if I decided I didn't like it, I could sell it to them and just get, like, some 4K monitors or something. But this whole piece here is going to get moved. This monitor here and these 3, which are hooked up to the big computer, they're going to get moved up some to fit the other monitor here, the curved ultra wide fucking thing, 34-inch ultra wide. Then that'll get moved up, but I got to redo the frame that it's bolted to behind this monitor to give it enough clearance. It's going to be a carpentry project, but it'll give me a chance now that I'll have both computers and I won't need to change shit for like hopefully 3 years. I'm going to go through and do hopefully a pretty, no, I'm going to not say very, but a pretty nice job with cable management. Because this got a little out of control, because at first when I started doing the streams, I was moving this, putting that there, moving this camera here, trying that, but now everything is where it is. And now that my cell phone works as the extra camera that can move around, I don't need to move that camera anymore. The cat low camera works really good. That camera is literally hard mounted nuts and bolts on its own bracket into the wall, so that's fucking staying forever. But everything is pretty much settled down, so I know what to expect. And I'll actually having some of the devices in this computer will be going to that one, so there'll be a little like a separation because they're going to be pretty much back to back to each other. And I also got another UPS, the same UPS. I have a it's a Cyber Power CP 1500 PFC LCD UPS slash voltage AVR automatic voltage regulator. It's a really nice UPS. So I got another one for the other computer because I'm not trying to have 280 50 watt computer power supply. It's hooked up to a 15 watt rated fucking battery that's going to be like, okay, you now have 30 seconds. Good luck, asshole. Like, fuck off. You know what I mean? So each will have their own UPS. So I just ordered that last night. Oh, I went through so many zip ties today, Zap Sparky. I had to open a fresh pack. Now, granted, I don't know if it's just me. I know there's got to be at least one other person that when you open that pack, you just kind of go, just to smell, like you can smell, because sometimes you can smell a bad zip tie pack, you know what I mean? You can smell like a weird additive in the plastic, or you can smell the cheap plastic, but these smelled really good. They smelled nice, very non-smelling, but smelling plastic. I don't know. But it was nice, and that helped me do, actually on most of that. Yeah, because I originally had cable, like, z- uh, wire ties, like on trash bags and shit. The thing, the little cable ties. I had some of them held in place with cable ties, like the twisty ties, until I got the zip ties in there, and then I cut some of them out. Some of them I left with the little twisty metal wire twisty ties because it just tucked in just right, and it's not anything that's going to move anyway. But there's also zip ties in the similar areas, but everything's tucked in pretty good. Once I get it fired up, I'll do like a intro video to the computer since I wasn't able to live stream the build. And then once everything is done, I will finally redo the office tour, get it out to the members, to the goofballs, to my gaggle of goofballs, and then I'll be able to release it to the public because there have been a significant amount of changes since the original office tour. And now that we are reaching the final-ish iteration, like it'll be office, like right now we're at about office 1.4. That's going to put us at 2.0. And I wouldn't see much more than maybe a 2.1 to adjust some things at some point for the next, hopefully 3 or 4 years. Hopefully this 3070 with some overclock will do all right. And if worse comes to worse, maybe I'll get a water cooler for it. Like, I'm really not interested in getting a 40 series card until they get really fucking cheap. Or I'm just going to wait and just keep running the 30 series as long as I can. I'm not going to need anything more than the 30 for the video editing machine and like the OBS broadcast machine. But we'll see what happens. But the 40 series and video stuff just pisses me off. But I don't really like fucking with ATI and AMD and all that shit either. So, or Radeon or what the, the other guys. Oh, you're getting another Prusa there, Blackwatcher? Which one? Like just the, like the Mark, oh God, what are the Prusas at for like the Ender? What's the Ender 3 equivalent on the Prusas? Isn't it like the Mark 3 or something? Team Red, yeah, I'm Team Green. Yeah, I heard the radio. I think somebody has an XTX. What the hell does Brandon have? He may have the 7800X XT or something like that, but I've heard the 79 XTXs are nice, but I don't feel like jumping into that, like relearning Radeon and AMD again. Like I'm pretty team green. Like I'm pretty much an MSI fanboy at this point as well. But I've never had any problems with MSI gear except for one problem. When I first got my Titan laptop, it would occasionally artifact, and I just took it apart, cleaned all the paste off, put Arctic Silver, or Arctic 5 Silver, or Arctic Silver 5 on it, on the CPU and the two GPUs, because it had dual 980Ms, or has dual 980Ms in it. It's downstairs, runs my Discord streams. And as soon as I just changed the paste and reseeded everything, like I've never had another problem with it. And I haven't called them and said, hey, is it cool if I do this? Because I'd rather save us the hassle if I can just, clean and reseat. They went, yeah, that's fine. Like where you are, we kind of have to, like we would have to come up with hard evidence to deny your warranty unless we could absolutely prove that you caused the problem and it wasn't another thing, yada yada. But no, they were even cool with it when I called them. Deldick Engine said, I wouldn't buy a 4000 series GPU unless it came with a free fire extinguisher for the garbage connector power. Yeah, that fucking, like, it's a good idea, but they went too cheap on the plastic. If they would have went with sturdier plastic, then I think it would have been fine. Or they should just out of the box come with the, like, I don't know. I'm hoping out of the box, if they haven't already, they've figured out that they all need to be 90 degrees. Like, I don't care if it's not going to fit, like, your feng shui. Like, that motherfucker needs to come out and down. Tuck it down underneath. That way you don't have to worry about it hitting the case. Like, there's so many different ways to fix it, but even at this point, NVIDIA is like, they said their 5000 series cards will probably have the same connector on all of them. It's like, what the fuck? Can you fix this shit? And then you got these third-party companies that are like, yeah, we've got it, and now they're having recalls because their shit's burning up. Like, someone just needs to be like, okay, the connector sucks. We'll just do dual PCIe fucking cables again. Like, big motherfucking deal. Like, fucking hell. Your girlfriend. That's right. That's right. She does have the 7900 XTX. Well, at this point, I'll be using a 3060 V2, Asus 3060 V2 overclock with 12 gigs of RAM for the video editing. Premiere will definitely take advantage of the, it's nice that Premiere is, especially since I updated to the newest version of Premiere, it really likes to take advantage of some of that video RAM if you tell it to. Asmo still has the 2080 Ti. Hey, the 2080 Ti is a fucking solid card. There ain't nothing wrong with that. 2070, like Jeff has, like, that ain't bad. I got lucky with the 3070 that's in here right now because NVIDIA just bin the shit out of good ones and bad ones and good ones and bad ones, and they just shipped them all at 1.4 volts, so they all went out running hot. That way they didn't have to think too hard about it. Like, come the fuck on, guys. You know what I mean? So, like, my stock voltage on that card was like 1.4 volts, and it ran kind of warm. Right now it's at 956 millivolts. So, like, it's almost, over a third of the voltage turned down. And then I turned it up to 20. At this point, it's a 2050 megahertz. I mean, it runs at approximately a 3090 speed. It just doesn't have the RAM to match it, which is really the only problem with the 3070s. It only has 8 gigs of RAM, which is really kind of not great. And the 40 series just kind of proves that, because look, it's faster with 8 gigs of RAM. Give us better. Which they did. They fixed it with the Super Series. They're cheaper. They got better, faster, yada yada, but goddamn, NVIDIA really fucked the 40 series GPUs up. They got too fucking greedy with the goddamn crypto rush. Oh, I'm still just on this one. My bad. But yeah, like might do like the Titan I have downstairs with the dual 980 M's, 8 gigs of RAM in each of them, and with the latest version, what am I fucking check off? With the latest version of Windows 10 in there, it uses both processors and all 16 gigs of RAM, so it can still play AAA games today. Like, it's a fucking, like, NVIDIA makes really good stuff when they get their head out of their ass. And hopefully the 5000 series won't just, I mean, I don't see myself getting a 5000 series card. I probably won't be back into the game. If I'm doing for like a 3 to 4 year cycle, I'll probably be at like, what, 7,000 by then or something. But we'll see. That's why I already have a savings account opened up specifically for the next computer in 3 or 4 years, because I realize I'm going to need to save for that long. And that's okay. Couple bucks here, couple bucks there. And then I'm hoping I can buy the setup of my dreams and nightmares. We'll see how that goes. And at this point, I think I've said it. I don't know if I've said it on this stream. It's darker in here. Did another light go out or something? No. Oh, that one's getting weak. God, those batteries in the skull. Ooh. In the skull kind of suck. Like, I just changed them 2 weeks ago. They're already almost dead. We may have to save that one for special occasions. Sorry, Dak Attack. Cutting 20 cents on an ATX connector, says Meme Jeff. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't understand why they had to innovate this shit. Like, the fucking dual PCIe, CPU, whatever you want, a power supply. Like, the 8 pins and the 6 pins, they were working just fine. What does this one have? This is single or dual? I think this is a single. Oh, microphone cable. No, it's dual. Okay. Like, this one's dual 6-pin, but it has the power supply as a EVGA that has a specific power cable for dual 6-pin PCIe power cable. And you know what? It fucking works great. And the goddamn thing clocks into the 4000 series benchmarks running an overclocked while it's undervolted. So what the fuck? Do we need another custom goddamn connector that you want it to try and make something fancy and proprietary? For what fucking reason? So, good job, dumbasses. So hopefully by like the 7,000 series, when I buy my next video card, hopefully it will be that long. Someone will sorted something better out. Seems like they're starting to feed a lot of local power inside the motherboard now as well, which is an interesting way to do it. Bowden stopped buying computers and started buying fishing gear. Yeah, I gotta refresh my fishing gear a little bit. I gotta try and get back. I got to get a fishing license and try to get out there a little bit and actually do some fishing this year. Maybe talk to my parents, get them to come down the house and go like for a couple days to hang out with the cats, check change the water, check the food and all that. Maybe go camping for a couple days. Probably go to Susquehanna State Park. They got some pretty good campsites up there. What is it? Campsite 54, I think it is like in its own little pocket down off a hill. It's a pretty good one there. But they have good campsites up there. It's pretty good. I think it's like what is it, $50 for the weekend? You know, come in Friday, leave Sunday. But I would usually, like, last time I went up there, I'd usually show up Thursday and leave Sunday. But I don't want to be away from the cats for too long, even if they got homies to hang with. Like, 3 of them get along with the parents. But Ronnie doesn't. At this point, I'm the only human Ronnie trusts that I am aware of. Because any other ones from his past he'll never see again, so. Holderby, get me a glass of water and my BC headache powder. BC, is that like bicarbonate? Big Clive? Big corn? You want like a really big corn on the cob that comes with headache powder? That'd be cool. You'd have to like eat the whole corn on the cob to get like the proper dosage of headache powder. Like, I'd actually go for that. That would be pretty good. You could actually make aspirin, like headache medicine, like tasty. BC is a brand. Gotcha. So I recognize BA as a brand. Me and someone I used to hang out with came up with Busted Ass brand one day because we were having a big get together for the old car club. And I was like, what are we going to get for like buns and shit? And we're looking around. I'm like, I don't know, just get the Busted Ass brand, whatever they got, that's the Busted Ass brand. And he knew exactly what I meant. So we got busted ass burgers, busted ass buns, like everything was B, and then we just shorted it to BA brand buns, BA brand hot dogs, BA brand burgers, like, and everything was fine, you know, we didn't get fucking garbage. But that was our terminology for like the cheap stuff, the BA brand, you know, whatever. That's a King of the Hill quote. Which one? The Twig Boy? Oh, Twig Boy. Is in what, the first or second one, if I'm not mistaken? The original Twig Boy? It was the first episode? Yeah, I remember that one. Propane and propane accessories. Busted Asperger's. Pretty much. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't Asperger's now supposed to be a Nazi thing? Like, I'm not, like, I'm autistic. I'm not poking fun or anything. Like, I'm genuinely asking. Like, didn't something Nazi related happen with the word Asperger's or something like that? I feel like I should, like, know this since I'm, you know, there. Most Eastern suppliers don't even supply fancy gear. They use same ones. Hopefully the prayers lab meme Jeff. What are you talking about? What, Apple stuff? Apple is such a pain and a dick to repair nowadays. Like, that shit, like, I can't imagine being, like, I'll carry around the work phone being an Apple and iPad because this shit is just in the iOS system, but I will never buy a fucking Apple product again. Jesus. It's so overly proprietary and they fight so hard to be assholes about it. Like, I'm just done with their bullshit. No, it was named after a Nazi? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like, so now what? Do we call it something else then? Like, like, it sucks when names happen, but, like, I don't know. I guess I'm not as affected or offended by names as other people. I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying that's just how I am. Like, I understand that sometimes words are just powerful, I guess. And he was a Nazi, so the name was dropped and just added to autism spectrum disorder. Okay. Well, yeah, Asperger is definitely not a. The first time I heard it, I went, "I'm sorry, it's what?" Oh, it's more of a Z than an S. Or, oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I have to get out there and see what's changed and what's fresh. Hey, speaking of fresh, I mean, we still got some people here. We'll be shutting down soonish, but we still got some people here. You want to get freshened up before you go party for the night? I keep forgetting to bring this out at the beginning of the stream on the public streams because Clive takes care of it. I'm going to go ahead and blind everybody. Sorry about your vision. Here we go. I love that smell.
Oh, baby, that's nice.
Edburn. Thank you, buddy. Gifting 10 memberships to the Gaggle of Goofballs. We've got Zoinks, Andrew S., Scrabbles, Happy Tie-Dye Smiley, Henrik Peterson, Ian Dawson, KK, Dennis Cosgrave, Smithy, Scotland, and Gamer Godzilla 2001. Now, at this point, I get curious to know which of these aren't like have never even seen my channel before, because like sometimes it gets really weird picking the membership. Like late last year, Google Google, YouTube, whatever, same fucking people, decided that instead of focusing memberships to the channel, it would be mostly the channel and some people that had never fucking heard of you but might share some interests. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That is dumb as shit. Like, that's not how I want to draw people in, because then they think like there's like a scam going on and shit. Wow, where's the microphone? What the fuck? Well, I must have fucking jammed the shit out of that. Holy shit. No wonder I didn't sound quite as loud in my headphones. Holy fuck balls. Holy balls. It's almost 9 o'clock. Well, let's bounce out of here. I'll say about 9:05, I guess. Something like that. Well, yeah, if we leave here in like 6-ish minutes, that'll get us to a 3.5-hour live stream. That's not so bad. Then I'm going to go make eggs and bacon. 4 eggs. Flipped just enough to cook the whites. Runny yolks. 1/2 pound of bacon. Eat that motherfucker. Then I'll do the other, probably 4 more eggs and the other 1/2 pound of bacon probably tomorrow. I finished all the Braunschweiger I had. She sliced it a lot thinner than I thought than she was going to. So I'm going to have to see like how they do measurements on their slicer to let them know it either needs to be 0.375, 3/16, or like 5 millimeters, please. Like, to see if they have an actual, I'm pretty sure they have some sort of measuring thing on like the meat slicer, fucking death blade thing. So, I'm going to find out next time I go to the store. Scrufdog, oh shit, hold on. I'm on my way for the bacon and eggs, please. I mean, if you can get here quick enough, man, like, it's all good. Like, it's a full pound of bacon, and I got a whole nother thing of eggs, you know, like, swing on by. Not you, Ed. I can't. I don't have enough time for that. It's going to be 6.35 millimeter. I thought that was a quarter. About a quarter was around 6 millimeter. 3 millimeter, or I'm sorry, 3/16 is closer to, I thought, 4.7 millimeters. If I'm not mistaken. Mr. Phil can be here in about 2.5 hours. I mean, like, hurry the fuck up. Just keep in mind, if you get here, you're probably going to get high. I can't guarantee how conscious you'll be. Like, this is apparently pretty strong shit. I already put one notch in my bowl. Down and out. American bacon reeks. Smells like piss to me. Just hate it, says Randy. 1979. Really? Like, what kind of bacon do you do? Yo. 9 p.m. Hey, we're still here. We'll leave in about 5 minutes. Do a top of the hour toot. See if I can drain this. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and being here, even as we wind it down. Ed Bird says, I can attest to the fact that shit is high test. Sink your balls to Satan. Yes, Ed can attest to the fact that it is not meant for amateurs. Yeah. Poor guy. American bacon. American bacon is not bad. It's pretty fatty though, says Josh Human. I like Canadian. What Canadian bacon? That's just ham, right? Like that's good. I don't know. Turkey bacon is not really anything fucking special. That's for goddamn sure. Like I tried to deal with that a little. Whoa. Oh, god damn, Mike. A nice setup. Just got a text message from a homie that is watching the stream. He's got his starter setup going there with a big screen and a little screen. Got some color going. It's a nice desk, around the corner desk. Got some neon LED shit going on there. Oh, look at that. Okay. Nice PC down there. Yeah. It's all right there, bud. I like all the sound insulation paneling. That's cool. You gonna start doing your own thing? Just got this set up. I was watching a stream. You got a lot of monitors. Yeah, I have a lot of monitors, but I'm gonna consolidate the bottom two a little bit into that 34-inch wide, ultra wide curved. Because I've never tried a curved widescreen. I think Amazon has like a cheapie for like, I think it's like $300 or something on sale that I need to order like next paycheck. Just to try it out, see how I like it. If it works, then I'll fucking rock that for a little while, and then at some point I'll update it or upgrade it, per se. Don't like the salt. Pork belly, don't like the salt. Yeah, pork's alright, but it can be a little salty, depending on the butcher, I guess, and how long it's been there. But yeah, hoggies can be a little salty. So look at that rig again. It's a good setup. The lighting's really good. I'm probably going to go, I feel like I'm going to go, like right now I have, hold on, let me hit the button. So right now, like in this PC, I'm probably going to leave that since I have RGB, I have the industrial version of 2812 wrapped all through the case. So I'm going to leave that with like all the rainbowy stuff going on that's in there, because like I got all the colors, I might as well fucking use them, right? So that'll stay its color pattern, especially since the same motherboard will stay in there, so I don't have to reprogram that shit. But in the new setup, not sure. I may have it. I gotta see how programmable it is. If I can, I'd like it to kind of go either between red and green, or maybe have the intake fans do a slight, like, slow fade between two colors and have the exhaust fans do different colors or something like that. But this one will probably, it'll probably stay there, I'll have to move the UPS from where that is on the table behind here over to there. Like members have seen the table that's back there. Actually, I've shown it on here too at one point. But anyway, that UPS will go there. The big rig, I guess, I don't know, I may actually turn this that way so I can put the big rig closer to the glass to see, because it's like big and new, and I don't know what colors I want to do. I'm gonna have to experiment and see what kind of looks good, I guess. But I'm thinking like some reds and some greens, maybe. But we'll see. I'm also going to take and get, I don't know if I said that or not, I'm going to get stickers made through Printify, through my merch vendor. And I guess I'll list them as well as covers, because, you know, on like one side of your cooling fans, it's just the spinning emblem on the fan. And it's the frame side with the wire that has like the specs and shit and, you know, part number. Well, for your intake fans, you're looking at that spec. So I'm going to get stickers made through Printify that fit that, and I'm going to get the black and white, probably use the black and white x-ray logos on all the stickers, on all the fans, so that you don't have to stare at the fucking part numbers. So I'm going to get a couple made and have a sample sent out to see what sizes work best for these fans and kind of go from there. Maybe I'll just kind of put them up for sale for anybody that wants to like cover up their bullshit on their fans, and it'll work on the fan blade itself too, as long as you get it, you know, pretty fucking centered. So maybe I'll throw those on there to see if anybody wants some fan blade center covers. I can offer different sizes, like offer one sticker pack with like 3 different sizes or something. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm talking about when I say like the center shit? I don't really feel like picking that up again. It's heavy. Typical smoking of pulled pork. I fucking love pulled pork. God damn. Where will I? Yeah, I'm gonna have it's all gonna be there. Just big and bright and there. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with the Intel Nook. I just gave my parents a 6th gen Intel Nook, upgrading from their AMD 5. I don't know, AMD old, like really old AMD fucking system. Like upgrading them to a i6 Nook, you know, with a mobile processor and shit was like I checked the benchmarks, it was like 10 times an upgrade. I'm like, oh yeah, they'll be fine for like another 5 years. Yeah, using it for the Nookie there, GIF. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. It can't be updated to no, it can't easily be updated to Windows 11, so it'll probably get converted to Linux, to Mint Linux, and maybe that'll go up in the guest bedroom or something to replace the old behemoth PC I have up there. Hey, the stream element things is working. That's always good. But it is nice to have an extra Intel Nook laying around, because you got this little fucking, that's right here, by the way. That's what's driving these 2 monitors. Is that little fella right there, which will be replaced by that. And then the new rig will be back here, well, that'll be over there, and the new rig will be, it's, yeah, you know, shuffling shit around. Shuffling shit. Alright, we hit the button. Boom. So hopefully that'll all be done within a week and a half from now. Hopefully there won't be any issues with the Lego stream. And I figure worst comes to worst, worst comes to worst, if everything goes wrong, since I use my phone to stream the top down anyway, worst comes to worst, I can just stream directly from the phone. We just won't have all the cool extra views and shit, but we can still do the top down stream and build some fucking B2, some big motherfucking B2 bomber. Where we finished at step 113, I think it was. We started on 114, if I remember right. AMD K10 series was not great. Yeah, I don't remember the K10 being all that stellar. like AMD kind of lost their way for a little while, but they kind of do that every, what, 5 to 10 years? They kind of forget what they're doing. Did you hear PlayStation's laying off 18% of their developers for their PlayStation? Like, whoops. Like, they're shutting down studios for, like, certain PlayStation exclusives. I was reading about that a little while ago. I was like, oh, well, that's not good. Oh, yeah, wasn't I supposed to leave a while ago? But I just keep talking. All right. Well, guess I will get ready to leave here in a moment or two. Oh, I started talking about the setup. Sorry, I fucking, I'm excited, so I like talk a lot about it, not trying to like be all like look at my shit, especially when it ain't even done being built yet. And I'd really like to take to swap the processors now and just kind of get started with it, but I don't see the point of taking this machine apart twice to swap the video cards out, so I'm gonna just do it all at once. Then I'm gonna clean the shit out of that case because it is fucking dirty. Oh, I picked. I'll show you next week. I picked up a new toy. Speaking of which, I'll show you that next week. Celtic Engine. I've been AMD for over 20 years now. There's been some rough spots, but it's generally better than Intel and NVIDIA. AMD is still better than NVIDIA regarding image quality. Yeah, I was in with AMD for a while, and then it kind of was like, nah, that's just me. But hey, man, that's cool. If you are comfortable where you're at, then by all means stay where you are comfortable. That is good. Everybody's got the thing. The one guy, Brandon, that hangs out on here, he runs a lot of AMD stuff, and he's got a bunch of Intel stuff too. So kind of like, but right now, pretty much actually everything I have. i7, i3, i9, i7, i5 in that Chromebook, and i3 in that Chromebook. What is in the work laptop? I think that's an i3. It might be an i5. Whatever the Dell 3510 has in it. Actually, yeah, everything I have right now, except for the old Doom rig, which is a AMD FX60. Fucking love that chip. That's actually the only AMD chip I have right now that I could go press a power button and I would probably boot. Like, I have enough faith in EnterMax to think that even fucking like 20 whatever years later, it might still boot up at least once on that EnterMax power supply. Like, that shit was fucking like reliable, pretty fucking solid shit back in the day. I don't know how they are now, if they're even still around, but at this point I use, fucking, I'm an MSI fanboy. Because MSI, like I said, MSI has never let me down. So like, this says MSI power supply. MPG power supply, the MEG motherboard. I just didn't feel like spending like $250 on their all-in-one cooler, so that's why I went with the Thermaltake one for $150, and it has the programmable LCD. Like, holy shit. Showed that to one of the guys at work. He might be buying the 240 millimeter version for his rig, because that's only like $120. Which is not bad for an all-in-one cooler that comes with an LCD screen. Why is Bowden such a troglodyte? Just live in an ice cave. Chipmunk hates everything. Sometimes you do, and that's okay. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Appreciate everybody hanging out, and I will see you if you stop by on Wednesday evening for all the fucking Legos that are all over the office. The 5-foot wide, 6,790 piece Lego style B2 bomber. Holy shit. Like there's a lot. We gotta fix that one floaty flappy piece too, because it kind of fell and broke. But we'll get that sorted out on Wednesday. There will be setbacks as we go, because the instructions are a little out of order-ish with floaty bits and shit. So, again, I appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you to the Goofballs. Thank you to the subscribers. And thank you to anybody that's just hanging. I will see you Wednesday. And, of course, I will see you next weekend for Live After Clive 27. And whatever the hell that theme is. So thank you. Much appreciated. Be groovy to each other. And I will see you later. So I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya.